Greetings, brothers and sisters, and a very warm welcome to you and yours. Thank you for staying up, those of you who would normally be sleeping, and those of you who are busy doing night chores. I'm your brother, Majesty, and of course, I'm here with my studio engineer, whose name is Jacob, giving you the impeccable truth as it has always been told by the executive elders, the mystics among the Moors, with an insight to help us see clearly through seemingly closed windows, and the clarity to walk without a shadow of a doubt right through seemingly closed doors. My dear family, it is important to note that you're listening to none other than the Supreme Sound, the Big 94, Radio Jamaica, the only logical reason for broadcasting. Tonight we pray you'll enjoy our show, whether you are feasting or fasting, so call in. Get a personal insight that is, of course, enlightening. Develop your insight with and through our radio institution. Hey, expand your mind. Take a quantum leap in time. Our studio numbers tonight are 876, of course, 926 2178, 876 926 8631, and 876 926 7615. Be with us. Stay with us. It is your show. It is God's show. It is the people's show. It's now 4 minutes after 12 o'clock. Yeah, 4 minutes after midnight. It is wisdom unveiling. It is important to note that tonight we'll be talking a lot of things. We'll be expanding again on the 12 types of people that exist with us, among us, around us, and through us. It is time to know ourselves. And it is wisdom. Most people don't understand that there's a lot to know about who we are, who you are, who your parents are or who they were, who your children will be, who your children are. It is, of course, wisdom unveiling. It is now 5 minutes after midnight. Those of you who want to get a reading done, we take our first caller. Remember, we have told you that the numbers are 876 926 2178, 876 926 8631, and 876 926 7615. Let us begin. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah, how you do? Turn off your radio. Okay?
One moment.
Yeah. You there now? Are you with us? No, you got to turn it off. You can't turn it down, you have to turn it off. Or we will lose you. You took too long. Greetings. Good night. Turn off your radio. Can you hear me now? Good night.
Hello.
Yeah, good night. How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm pretty good. How can we help you? You could get a name reading or a card reading. It's really up to you.
Okay, I would like a name reading.
Okay. All right, let's do it. What is your first name?
Tonia.
Sonia? How you?
Tonia. Tonia.
Oh, Tonia?
Yeah.
Like T as in toy?
Yes.
Tonia? Tonia?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Haven't seen that one. What is your middle name?
Yolande. Yoland.
Yoland. Yolande?
Yes.
What's
Yes.
your last name?
Marshall.
Marshall. How you spell Marshall?
Marshall.
Okay. Marshall. That's Marshall, right? When
Yes.
is your birth date?
June 2nd, 1977.
1977. Okay. Now, we have said that there are 12 different types of peoples in the world, right? We have also said
Yes.
that those born 1977, in China they say you're born the year of the snake, but in reality, if you are a black person, we don't call you a snake. We call you Fadil. You're from the house of Fadil, Fadil, okay?
Okay.
Yes, the Fadil people are perhaps the most secretive people in the world and perhaps the wisest as well. You're born on the second day, that makes you quite romantic, right? Or
Yeah.
should we say Afromantic? Because if you're not a Roman, you should not be romantic. You should be Afromantic if you're African blood, right? So let's say you're Afromantic.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
your prayer time would be between 9 o'clock in the morning and 11 in the morning. That's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Okay.
Do you do any meditation or pray?
I pray, but not as often as I probably should.
Oh, but you can meditate too, you know. You could meditate. You could,
Yeah, I do a lot of thinking.
well, some people think till they worry, but you could meditate. Meditating is like totally blanking your mind and just relax. And when you do focus, you focus on things that you want done, but not to the point where you're going to worry, right? You can actually command things to be done, right? You have that power.
Okay.
You understand? Worrying is
Okay.
another thing. Worrying tend to mean that we don't trust God, right? The same power that brought us
Yeah.
safely from baby till now will take us through, so we need not worry, okay? Let's look at your
Okay.
name. Tonia, Tonia, right?
Yes.
Now, if I'm to decode your name, T will be number 206 N5 I9 A1. Yolanda would be Y7 06 L3 A1 N5 D4. And Marshall will be M4 A1 R9 S1 H8 A1 L3 L3. Let's get back to Tonia. The mentality number based on the vowels O, I, and A is 6, 9, and 1. Well, that adds to 16. Now, 16 is a destructive number, okay? Are you listening?
Okay. Yes.
16 brings upheaval, chaos, danger, explosions. Now, the vibration of number 16 tends to be a bit negative. Great care is needed, or danger and great defeat would be the result. Love and marriage seldom work out happily. So, if you got 16 as the first number in your name, it could be a bit tumultuous in your love life. How is your love life right now? Is it great?
Good. Yeah, it's good.
Excellent. Now, if your love life is good, how long you been in love with this particular person?
almost a year.
Good. But remember that you don't really get the super tests in love life in the space of a year, you know. You're still in the infatuation period, okay? When you
Okay.
reach like in the third year, that's when the real test begin, like seriously, okay? That's when you both see
Okay.
the really like the real negative side of each other. In the seventh year, it gets even worse. But in the third year, you gotta look out for some speed bumps in the road, right? When is this person's birth date?
September 11th.
September 11. What year?
Uh, 1960.
1960.
He, yeah, he's 60. He's 60 September gone. So
He's 60 in this year, September.
yeah,
If he's 60 this year, he's not born in 1960. Actually,
he
if he's
was
born
probably
1960,
59.
no, listen. This year is the year of Dowdy. This is the year of the rabbit, okay? So anyone that
Okay.
is 60 years old this year is a rabbit because it is a 12-year cycle, all right?
Okay.
Now, so he's born the year of the rabbit, you're born the year of the snake. That's not bad, you know. That's kind of workable. The only problem is that you may sometimes have minor communication gaps. Sometimes you may not communicate so well, but that's not, I won't rule that out at all, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But remember, you're still in the infatuation period. You don't reach the real bumps in the road as yet. It happens when your relationship is around 3 years or so. Remember, you're going to have to make up your mind to be forgiving because both of you will make mistakes, okay? It's the test of life, the test of love, actually, okay? Your
Okay.
personality number is 7. Do you dream a lot? Or
No.
rather, do you remember your dreams?
Yeah.
Because if you got 7 in your name, 7 is a very good number for dreamers. But 7 means great independence, a lover of constant changes. People under this number make famous writers, actually. They are dreamers. They have powers of magnetism over others who do their bidding, full of new ideas, great learning, great insight into what made the world go wrong, and you're generally a winner, okay?
Okay.
And your destiny number is 23, which is excellent because 23 is a number of success. It means great cleverness and brains, great personal gifts, success in speaking, and success in writing. So your future plans are bound to work out well. All right? But remember, you got
Okay.
16 as your mentality number in your first name, which means that at some points you can get some serious tests in your love life. Are you a forgiving person?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Remember, the key to your happiness would be your ability to let go of the
I forgive.
past, to not live in the past, and to forgive. If you can do that, you win. Okay? With your
Okay.
land now, your mentality number is 7. You don't know what 7 means already. The personality number is 19, which means lucky, greatly fortunate. A good bet to win honor, fame, and fortune in the near future according to plan, so you can become an excellent planner. Like you have people who are event planners, like they plan weddings, they plan parties, they plan events. You know those kind of people. If you've got 19
Yeah.
in your name, it means that you will do well as a planner. Okay,
Okay.
among other things, right?
Yeah.
But your destiny number is 26. Now, 26 is a good and bad number. People on that number can be leaders, they can be public speakers, strong, wise, able, successful, or they can be jailbirds, people who are always in trouble. So make sure that you have proper control over your temper at all times, okay? You used to
Okay.
fight, you used to fight at school?
No, not really.
Good. So you basically have control yourself, right? Remember,
Yeah.
26 is good and bad. So you're going to have some ups and downs in life, and you're going to have to be able to handle the downs with the ups, okay?
Okay.
And then we got Marshall. The mentality number is 2, and that make you quite romantic. And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's what number 2 says. It says here, romantic, full of driving power in carrying out your ideas, but unsettled, nervous, and a bit wandering. People under this number sometimes lack faith in themselves and are given to fits of despair. Relax. You'll be fine. But your personality number is 28, which is not so good. You may not be very lucky when it comes to court cases, so try and stay out of trouble, all right? And your destiny number
Okay.
is 30, which means that you are a great thinker, a person able to handle huge, important affairs. It shows an acting talent, and it's a favorable number for doctors, nurses, or anyone who would do medicine. All right? You ever thought about becoming a nurse,
Yes.
but you didn't go for it?
No, not yet.
You're still thinking about it?
Yeah.
It means you have a brilliant
I'm trying to
mind.
get through some stuff before I pursue that part.
Uh-huh. At some point, you may end up doing, if not nursing, like you may still end up doing some kind of caregiving, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
30 is a wonderful number for nursing, caregiving, social service, and all that. Well, your full mentals is 16 from Tonya, 7 from Yolande, and 2 from Marshall. And your full personality is 7, 19, and 28. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Your full mentals is 25, which is excellent. It is a number of prophetic dreams and visionary sight. It actually guards you against the evils of black magic, which means nobody's able to, destroy you with witchcraft and all that, okay? It is a number giving
Okay.
strength and endurance against great obstacles. Therefore, you will overcome trouble, overcome money worries, and overcome illness as well. Successful in the face of strife because of courage, you'll develop a strong willpower to guarantee a rich future. So you're looking good, right? Hold
Okay.
on. And your full personality number is 54, which is also quite a wonderful number. Do you know what 54 means? You know the power of
No.
54? Every number have a power, 54, here's what it
Okay.
says. A scholarly number. Are you thinking about studying some more?
Yeah.
'Cause the more you study, the more you win, because that's what 54 is about. It's a scholarly number. Great learning, great thoughts, rich gifts, good health, the deep respect of your neighbors, a happy, well balanced routine life. That's great, right? Let's add it up now. 79. You ever play netball?
No.
Why?
Huh?
You never had no interest in it?
No.
Any kind of
I
sport?
like the game, but I don't play.
But you kind of like to watch playing it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's some kind of sport that you would do well in. If it's not netball, it's something else. All right?
my age right now?
No, I talking about in your growing
Oh,
up. All right?
okay.
There was some kind of
I
sport.
didn't get that opportunity.
You didn't get the opportunity. There was some kind
No.
of sport though that would have helped you a lot, even mentally too. Now you got some pretty good numbers in your name. You don't have much disastrous numbers really. I mean, you got 16, which is a problem, but if you know about it, you can control that, right? You got 28, that's another
Yes.
problem with courts, but if you know about it, you can just behave yourself, right? You'll be,
Yeah.
in my view, I think that you'll be just fine. Now think about your overall future now, and call any number that come to your mind. We call this the law of intelligent selection. Call any number that come to your mind between 10 and 73. Give me a number. Any number that you don't know much about. Any number that we did not discuss.
8.
Pardon?
8. 8.
Eight. No, between 10 and 73, you can't call 8.
Oh, between 10.
And
Oh,
7
sorry.
and 73. That's a pretty wide range.
Okay.
I don't hear you.
46.
46. Any reason why you call 46?
Just because it's my age.
No. You must not know why you call the number. Just a random number. You must have any idea why you call the number. Come again. Any number. But you must not know why you call it. If not, it doesn't work. This is the law of intelligent selection. That doesn't seem intelligent at all because you don't know what you call it. Give me a number.
34.
Pardon?
34.
34. I have a question for you. You ever wondered if somebody was working witchcraft on you?
Sometimes I wonder that because of what I'm going through.
Right. Okay. Now, don't tell me what you're going through, right? But let me tell you this. There's nobody working witchcraft on you, okay? All right? You see, 34 is a deeply spiritual number with magical, voodoo, or occult traits. A strong insight and intuition help you win personal control and victory, but don't overreach yourself. Play the game of life cautiously and avoid overambition. Now, 34 carry a kind of a suspicious or superstitious overtone to it. Sometimes you'll feel as though maybe somebody trying to block you or trying to stop you, right? But ignore that. Nobody's trying to stop you or block you. It's all in your head, all in your mind, all right? Okay?
Okay.
This voodoo trait, most people don't understand what voodoo is about, but voodoo is African war-making power. It is similar to the ability to pray and bring things into fulfillment by ordering it from the universe. Voodoo is not witchcraft, it's not obia. These are all different elements, different things. Okay?
Okay.
When things not working for you, it is important that you realize that you're trying to do something that the powers that be did not send you to do. That's why it didn't work. Not because somebody is doing something to block you, okay? All right? Most people don't have that kind of insight or power anyway. All right? And remember, you are a fidel person. The fidel person don't really trust anyone, you know. They're very suspicious. They don't trust anyone. And they very often expect that people trying something, but it's not really so. So let go of that, okay?
Okay.
As my mother used to tell me, let go and let God. Just let it go. Just be positive, and if something don't work, you try something else. If that don't work, you keep knocking on doors until one finally open. Keep knocking on windows till one finally open. But don't look back, and don't assume that somebody's blocking you. All these mental blocks is blocks that we create. Most of the time, they're not even real. Okay?
Okay.
When you find yourself doing the thing that you're sent to do, it works like a dream. There's no block. What you could do is pray and ask your guardian angel to show you the way. Therefore, pray at your prayer time. That will be between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
But there's
What's
a
my direction
your direction is south.
to pray?
It is south southeast. Face the south, right? And turn an inch to the left of south. And you'll be facing the south southeast. You'll be facing your guardian angel. And God did give humanity command over angels. It's just that they never tell us how this should be done. But this is how it's done. All right? Any questions? Any questions? Yep.
So,
I don't
is
hear
there
you.
any way you can tell me why I'm going through all of what I'm going through?
It is your test. It is just a test. Whatever it is, it's a test. Relax. Ask for guidance and go through it. You'll come out the other end beautifully safe and sound. Okay? Remember, if you pass the test, you'll get a new test. Life is all about tests. That's all. You're in a big university called life, and every day there's tests. Or if you fail the test, you get the same test in another way. If you pass the test well, you get a new test. Right? You're tested until the day you die. That's the deal. So just see it as a test. Don't let it upset you. Just know that you'll get through it. Okay?
Okay.
If you want to discuss it, you could call me privately and we talk about it. All right?
Could you give me the number that I could call you privately?
My number is 876 844 2295. That's 876 844 2295. You see, I don't want to discuss your problem on the radio because you are Fadil. Fadil is a very secretive brand. Your business is nobody's.
Okay.
Your business is not the public's business. You get it?
Okay.
You take it easy now.
Okay, I'll call you
Anytime.
tomorrow.
Absolutely. Take care.
Okay.
Bless you.
Have a good night. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Good. Let's go to another line. Greetings and good night.
Hello.
Good night. Good night. How you do?
Not too bad. And
Okay.
you?
I'm pretty good. How can we help you?
I want a card reading, please.
Okay, here we go. Call any number in the range of 1 to 10.
Number 2,
Come again.
5,
Okay. Come again.
7,
Come again.
9,
Come again.
1,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
6.
Okay. Your first card here is the moon. How old are you?
44.
44. Are you in love?
I'm a good man.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm a good man. I'm telling a lie.
Huh?
I have a good man.
You have a good man.
Yeah.
And you are a good woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, the first card here is the moon. You may have a problem coming up. Um, are you very forgiving?
Yes.
Well, you will be tested. Your ability to forgive or his ability to forgive will be tested, you know.
Yes.
In other words, something is likely to happen where, well, someone is going to make it look like one of you is cheating. You understand? And
Yes.
the other one going to have to be very forgiving. If not, you lose you could both lose the game. When is your birthday?
23rd
23 of what?
November
Uh-huh. What year?
1979.
Okay. And when is his birthday?
May the 5th, 1963.
1963. Oh, that's pretty good. So you born 1979?
Yes.
Okay. So you are what we call Hakizimana. You are a Hakizimana woman, which means you're born the year of the sheep, okay?
Okay.
And he is 1963. That means he's Dowdy. He's born the year of the rabbit. How long you guys been together?
3 years. 63? 3 years.
3 years. And he
Yeah.
born in 63?
63 about Ruben? 59. Sorry.
He born 1959?
Yes.
Okay. So 1959, that makes him Lisimba.
Okay.
59, yeah. And you are 1979. That is Hakizimana. So he's born the year of the boar. You know, the boar is an old-time type of pig, right?
Okay.
So let's see what happens when the Simba goes with Hakizimana. Hold on. Let's see how that works. The Simba man, Hakizimana woman. It says here, listen carefully. The Simba husband, Hakizimana wife. A warm, intimate marriage for this couple. You hear that? It sounds like it's something nice. A warm, intimate marriage for this couple. Both will give their best to the union and have a deep love and genuine concern for one another.
You know, there's nothing there behind the hour.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
It says it is good, okay?
Okay.
A warm, intimate marriage for this couple. Both will give their best to the union and have a deep love and genuine concern for one another. Right?
Okay.
The boar,
Yes.
which is him, is sturdy, gallant, and thoughtful, enough to please the gentle and compassionate sheep lady. You hear that? She, that's you, you know, on the other hand, will mother him and make him the object of her worship. He is sensual and simple and will interpret her possessiveness as true love and devotion. The boar, which is him, is generous and protective, and the sheep, which is you, will perform her best when she knows she is loved and appreciated, as she will be in this union. So it's actually a very good thing. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who come and tell you rubbish about him. Don't listen to that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And if somebody come and tell him rubbish about you, he should not listen to that.
Okay.
As my mother always tell me, the devil is a liar, right?
True.
Yeah. My grandma tell me that too, so both of them can't wrong, right?
True.
Now, there's a woman here on your second card wearing a wedding gown. She's a priestess, which means that someday you'll get married. If you're not married yet, someday you will, right?
Okay.
There's a card here now called change. Change. Does any one of you drink alcohol?
No.
Good. Does any of you smoke?
No.
Does any of you gamble?
No.
Good. So you have to be careful when it comes to habits, because habits can create problems between you and him, okay?
Okay.
But it don't look like you have much big habits to worry about. There's another card here now called the Hangman, suggesting that you need to eat more greens. You like greens?
Okay. Yes.
Eat more greens.
Okay.
Remember, you're born the year of your sheep, and a sheep is an animal that like to eat in grass and those things there, right?
Right.
Sheep is like goat, them eat down people cabbage and them thing there. So
And some I eat today too.
good. Eat up your greens because it will save you from becoming diabetic. Any diabetics in the family?
Yeah, my grandfather.
Okay, just make sure you eat up your greens and avoid sugar as much as you can. All right?
Okay, yeah.
Better you use honey instead.
Okay.
And there's a card here called Intuition, suggesting that you have a good man. That's a king of intuition. So you have a good king man here. Just take good care of him. One of the things that you can do, is give him a regular massage, especially his legs, okay?
Yes.
If his blood don't circulate properly in his legs, you're going to have a
I
problem.
know. Yeah.
Because
I
then he
know.
will not be able to perform.
Right.
And you want him to remain a bad butting Billy, right?
Right.
So massage his legs.
Right.
People tend to die, especially men. They tend to die from their legs up.
Okay.
When the blood stops circulating, then they're dying from there. So please, let him buy some virgin olive oil and bring it home and always rub on his legs. He needs to massage your shoulders as well.
Yes. Because the workouts I do, it pain me sometimes too.
You get pain in your shoulders?
In my body sometimes.
Yeah. There's a daughter here. You have any daughters?
Yes, I have a 19-year-old.
Yeah. You and her have problems?
No.
Good. Because there's a daughter here. She's the princess of evolution, suggesting that she's going to do really well in life. Okay?
Yes.
And there's a card here now called well-being, which means that your health is not bad at all. What's been bothering you lately, health-wise? Any back pain?
No, look, can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
I feel so bad because this gentleman gave me a work. And I appreciate it because I never did a work for 1 year, so it have me down. So from he died, it come like I'm just crying. So a couple days, I just lay down and pray to God, ask God to deliver me. So I tell you the truth.
You're crying because the person who gave you the job died?
Yes, 'cause he was a good gentleman.
Okay, good. Well, put it this way. How old he was?
Let me make your uncle talk to you. Yeah.
145.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, good day, good night.
Good night.
The person who died, how old he was?
He was 45.
That's rather young. What he died from?
Some two bike man ride up on him in his car and shoot him up.
Okay, so he was assassinated. He was murdered, right?
Yes, he was murdered.
Okay.
You
But they don't know why people did that to him?
No, nobody know why they do it to him.
Okay.
Now everybody just mourning from his workplace to his house.
Yes. But listen, let me tell you something. No evil deed goes unpunished, okay?
Yes.
And no good deed goes unrewarded, all right?
Okay.
And however a person die, no matter how violent it is, that is the way that was their what you call their destiny,
Yes.
If not, it couldn't happen.
True.
What creates the destiny is a phenomenon called karma. All right?
Okay.
In other words, if you go and you kill or you shoot down somebody who is a very good person, right?
Yes.
But in your next lifetime, then you will be a very good person, and someone will be allowed to shoot you down. You get it now?
Okay.
You wouldn't know that would happen to you, right?
Yes.
But it would happen because what goes around comes around. But that don't mean that the person who shoots you down will escape the judgment, because that person will get their own judgment as well. Okay?
Yeah.
So everything that happens And another thing too, nobody actually dies, he's not dead,
Yeah.
He lost his physical body, but he's alive. He's on the other side with the ancestors, okay?
Yeah, that I understand. She
Right.
told me that she dreams see him and his father. His father,
Yeah.
sick and died like 3 years ago.
His father died,
Yeah. Yes, like 3 years ago.
and she dreamed she see the two of them together.
So told him, yes.
Yeah,
But
he's
the father was happy, but he was vexed.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, these people are not dead.
Yes,
Them just lose them physical body, right?
body, right.
And over on the other side now, he will be counseled by the elders. They will explain to him why he died in that way.
Okay.
So by now he would know why he had to die like that.
Yeah.
And perhaps, just perhaps, he may even understand why it had to be. You get it?
Yes.
Life is a mystery, inside of a mystery, and wrapped up in a mystery. And it's a test inside of a test and wrapped up in more tests. But no one escapes the judgment. No matter what you do, you have to pay for it.
Yes. No wickedness go unpunished,
No wickedness go unpunished.
Go unpunished.
But remember that what is wicked to one person,
Mhm.
right,
Yeah.
does not appear wicked to another person.
Okay.
In other words, it's possible that the person who did it may even want to kill somebody else and he looked just like the person. You understand?
Yeah.
It's also possible that he may have done something in this life that somebody think he should die, but that's not the point. The point is what we do in a past lifetime that comes back to us in this lifetime, and what we do in this lifetime that comes back to us in the next lifetime. Okay?
Okay.
No, what I just told you is not something that religious believers would say,
Yeah.
because within the realm of the religious belief, they don't think that way. They think that you die, you go lay down till the trumpet blow, and then you get up, and then there's a judgment, right?
Yeah.
But a human being gets his judgment all the time. But you're born, you do something weird, you die, then you come back to life as a baby. The same weird thing happens to you, and then you die again, and next lifetime, he may be the one that shoot back that guy, right?
Yes.
If you don't forgive that guy, he'll pop him next time, right?
Yeah.
And if the guy don't forgive him, then he'll shoot him next time again, and it goes on and on and on and on. Okay?
Yes.
But the good person in this life may have been a bad person in a past life who did that to a good person and come back and experience being a good person in this life, and it happens to him, because we have to pay for whatever we have done.
So, in other words, if he's a good person in this lifetime, you would be a good person in the next lifetime.
That's up to you,
Okay.
right?
I understand.
If you're a bad person in this lifetime, right? You do
Yeah.
bad things, but then you kill a good person, then the next lifetime you may actually be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
You want to
Yeah.
live a clean life, right? Not knowing that you did bad in your past lifetime. And then while being a good person, then something happens to you same way. Like a man may rape a woman, right?
Yes.
A man may rape a girl, and he comes back as a girl with a vagina, yeah.
And someone else did the same thing to him.
But he's going to get
Right.
raped. He come back as an innocent girl.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if you rape a girl, no matter how them lock you up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't pay for that. You must experience being a girl and experience that shock and horror and pain of being raped by a man. Because that is what you dished out last time.
Okay.
So then you come back as a girl. you're awarded a vagina, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
And
in the
can I
same,
have a card reading too? Can I have a card reading?
yes, you can.
Yes.
So remember, I'm
Yeah.
saying all that to say that we must make up our minds to do what we know for sure is right, because
Right.
whatever we do have to be paid for.
Yes.
All right?
So
You could
do
become
the right. Try to do the right at all times.
do what you look. Okay, listen. There's only one rule that you need to obey. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible got what 10 commandments and all that. You just need to obey
Right,
one
right.
rule, and that is the golden rule that says, "Do unto others only the things that you'll wish others to do unto you." That's it.
Yes.
No other rule is really necessary. Really, you wouldn't want somebody to rape you if you were a girl,
Mhm.
and you're a man now. Well, just don't rape a girl, right?
Yes.
You won't want somebody to kill you. Don't kill nobody. You won't want someone to rob you. Don't rob nobody. Because
True.
whatever you do have to be paid for. Okay?
Definitely right.
No, definitely. Right?
Yes.
So now, call any number from 1 to 10.
8,
8. Come again.
5,
Come again.
9,
Come again.
4,
Come again.
1,
Come again.
2,
Come again.
3.
That's it. Remember, as I said before, that the person who does the bad thing, right,
Yes.
may have been a good person before,
Okay.
but he didn't forgive the badness that happened to him. So he come back to this life as a bad person with a built-in, inborn intention to do something wicked, right?
Yes.
Not that him wicked, but wickedness happened to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he died with that revenge feeling. He comes back
Okay.
in this life to take revenge, and he does it. You can judge him all you want. You can judge the man that raped the girl all you want, but he was raped before when he was a girl.
Okay.
So he comes back now as a man and raped the girl who is now a man. No, he is the man, but that man that raped him is now a girl.
Mm-hmm.
He may never rape another girl, but he raped that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if this thing's easy to understand, because a person who don't want to understand will not understand that. Not everyone is wise enough and fair and honest with themselves to understand the laws of karma. It's like the law of cause and effect. It's like the law of gravity. What goes up must come down, right?
Yes.
What goes around must come around. Those are laws. Laws that cannot be changed, not even by a God. A God can't. If you fling a big rock up in the air, right? It's going to
Yes.
come back down.
Right.
There's no law that going to make it stay up in the air, It's going to come back down, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now, Jesus can forgive you for this or that or left or right, but you still got to pay the bill. The JPS forgive you for wasting the light. Not true.
Yes.
The Water Commission forgive you for washing your car 3 times a day, right? Wetting
Okay.
your lawn and wasting the water, right?
Mm,
But
yes.
they're going to send you a bill, my brethren, at the end of the month. A bill is going to come. You're going to pay for that.
Yes.
No matter what we do, it must be paid for. Now, if you find out something and you go kill the man that do this to the man, then you're going to involve yourself now in something that don't call to you, right?
Yes.
I end up caught up in bad karma there now. You get it now? So
Yeah,
if you
that's
know
true.
who do what to who, you tell the police or tell the law, and you get that to court and let the person get a fair trial.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Even though you
even
even though you believe it's him do that, it still may not be him. And you go kill that
Okay.
person now because the person killed your daddy or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it still may not be that person, even though it looked like it looked like it got to be him, it still may not be him.
True.
So then get caught up in revenge. You tell the law what you know, You let the person get a fair hearing or fair trial. And who knows? Maybe you may find out that it really was not that person neither. But if you take the law in your own hands and go kill the person, then you get caught up in bad karma when you're going to have to get killed next time. Now, what a thing. What a thing.
That would be so sad.
But there you go. So the mystery of crime and violence is the fact that it happened before from the other angle, okay?
Yes.
All the crime and violence that happened is what happened before in the opposite way to the opposite person. So those who do the crime and violence now is the person who got that crime and violence done to them before. You get it now?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. Your first card right here is called the Magician, suggesting that there's going to be a miracle in your life. Something you never thought could have happened for you will actually happen. Something good, okay?
Yes.
Your second card right here is the Devil, though. Now, that is not good. All right?
Yeah.
No, I think that you should give me a call sometime and I'll explain something to you, okay?
Okay.
Just remind me that you got a card called the Magician and then you got a card called the Devil. And I'll tell you more when you call me, all right?
Yes.
There's another card here to now called the King of Conception. How old you are now?
I'm 65.
65. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I've been married, but
What happened?
it don't work out,
You
Good
know-
while now, like some 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It,
So why you think it don't work out?
they
Why you think
we couldn't get along.
You remember what year the person was born? Too long ago.
61. Mm-hmm.
The person born 1961?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you born what year?
59.
59. Okay. That's two very different people there. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So you are Lisimba and that person's Bandela. That doesn't work. She would be very, very stubborn, right?
Yes.
Very hardworking, but a very
Yes.
serious woman. Too serious for you. Okay?
Yes.
That don't mean that she was right or wrong. It's just that that doesn't work. You were incompatible.
Yes.
All right? She will make another man an excellent wife and you'll make another woman an excellent husband, but the two of you couldn't make it. There's another card here now called the Chariot. Did you buy a car?
Yes, I have like 2 cars,
They're both working?
No, I sold one and I had one, but it's not working now.
You're
trying
going
to do some little stuff on it to make it fast.
you're going to get another car.
Okay.
And also someone will help you to get a piece of land as well, okay?
Yes.
And there's a daughter here. You have any children?
Yes, I got 4 sons,
No daughters?
no daughter.
Well,
But I have a granddaughter.
there's a girl here. Maybe this is your granddaughter. But if this is your granddaughter, she's more powerful than all your 4 sons put together.
Okay.
She will be a powerhouse. You have another card here now, and there's a son. So there's a granddaughter and a grandson who will do amazingly well. Okay?
Yes.
And you have another card here now called the Moon. So this card, the Moon, is a card that shows that you may be, accused of some running around when it's really not so. Okay?
Running around with?
You will be accused of cheating on someone. All right?
Okay.
But that don't mean it's true, but it will look very true.
Okay.
So be very, very careful because they say in Jamaica if something don't go so, it nearly goes so, right?
Yes.
Don't make it nearly go so. Live an upright life
Yes.
and make sure that mistakes you made in your past, you don't make them again, all right?
I always try.
Yeah. Whatever mistakes you make in the past, just learn from it. Don't blame nobody. Don't blame anyone. Just learn from it. The key to life is to learn.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what people do to you. It matters what you learn from it and how well you can forgive. Because
Okay.
if somebody do you something bad, all it means is that you did them something bad before in a past lifetime. So you may as well learn to forgive. Because if you don't forgive, you can do them back something bad in the next lifetime. And then it's
Yeah.
like a
I
dog
listen to you
following
all
his
the
tail.
time, and when people do me bad stuff, I just remember the thing that you say
Yes.
when I listen to you. So I just forget it.
Let me tell you this. You can create miracles in your life just by forgiving.
True.
In other words, I have experimented, right, on forgiveness. It is the greatest power, self-control, and forgiveness. Forgiveness, the power to forgive, allow you to have ultimate self-control. Having ultimate self-control give you the power to be forgiven. But all that happens if you have the understanding that even though you feel that you is an innocent victim, that is an illusion. Absolutely innocent victims don't exist. All right?
Yes.
You may be innocent in this life, but if somebody get the chance to do you something, it's because they were allowed to do it, which means you did it to them before. That's why they were allowed to do it. Because no power can stop them from doing it. That means that
Okay.
why the power can stop them. Do you pray?
Yes.
Oh.
I pray, but I used to pray every day, but I don't find myself praying every day like I used to.
All right. It's not everyone praying, or some people just meditate, but do something. Relax at your prayer time, okay?
Yes.
Do you know your prayer time?
From 11 till 1.
What year you born again?
1959.
Okay. And what month?
Me.
Okay.
If I may.
So if you're born 1959, you would be December. So your prayer time is between 9 o'clock in the night and 11 o'clock in the night.
Oh, 9 and 11.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Not 9 and 11, no.
Yes.
10 o'clock is great. Anyway, between
Okay.
9 and 11, it's a 2-hour period. It starts at 9, it ends at 11.
Yes.
Right? And face the
Yes.
north-northwest. That means you need to face the north and then turn an inch to the left of north.
Okay.
And you're facing your guardian angel. Okay?
Yes.
So remember, when I speak, I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to people in prison who think they've been locked up unfairly, right?
Yes.
People who crying, who believe that people rob them unfairly or do them bad things unfairly. That doesn't happen. There's no such thing as something bad happening unfairly. It happened because it happened before from the other end. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
It doesn't matter who in pain or what happened to them. They did it before
Yes.
to maybe even the same person who do it back to them now.
Okay.
That's what happens. That is the mystery behind crime and violence. The mystery behind crime and violence is it is because it was. It is because it was.
Yes.
You got the devil come up in your reading, so you're not in a good position. You're in a very bad position. Okay?
Yes.
So you need to call me.
Okay.
It is very important that you do. All right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. You take care now.
Yes. Thank you.
Blessed. I know it is that time of the night that we like to talk about who we are. It is important to note that in this world, there are 12 distinct personalities in the human family. These personalities are found in all nations, all peoples and tribes, regardless of religious ideology and regardless of the color of skin. Therefore, in every large gathering, 12 different groups of persons can be identified without any exception. In each group, people will generally think along the same lines, although there will be subtle differences in attitude among them based on their individual element and rising signs, namely their individual times of birth. In each group, we could identify the 12 signs of the zodiac as well. Anyway, each group is compiled based on the year of birth and not the zodiac signs that you know. Now, let's take a look at the basic traits in each group. First of all, it is important to note that there are 12 realms or heavens where the human spirit emerge. The first house or group is Abasi, named after a wise African elder. He rules the first heaven, situated in the north of the esoteric realm. His ruling time for man to God contact is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Persons from this group should face the north at this time while in prayer or meditation in order to face their guardian angel. Now, the word Abasi is a Swahili name meaning stern. It comes out of East Africa. Now, Abasi people have many great traits. I invite you to read the book of Abasi to know more. It is available right now. You can call me for details anytime at 1-876-844-2295. That's 1-876-844-2295. If you are indeed an Abasi person, you deserve to know as much about yourself as possible. You belong to a remarkably honorable group. Now, the people of Abasi arrive on planet Earth every 12 years. Their year begins on Bob Marley Day, February the 6th, until February the 5th the following year. The Abasi years are as follows. You got 1924, 1936, 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, 2008, 2020. And they come back again in 2032, 2044, 2056, etc. On Earth, there are 5 elements that rule the various years. For instance, 1924 was ruled by nature or wood. 1936 produced fire Abasi. 1948 produced earth Abasi people. 1960, metal Abasi. 1972, water Abasi. 1984, wood Abasi. 1996, fire Abasi. 2008, earth Abasi. 2020, metal Abasi. 2032, water Abasi. 2044 will be wood Abasi. 2056 will be fire Abasi. The Abasi of these 5 elements have different temperaments based on their ruling elements. Knowing oneself is the key to wealth, happiness, and good health too. It is the introduction to self-knowledge, a roadmap to wisdom, the path to successful mating and successful living as well. Let's look at a chief personality trait of the Abasi people. Abasi people are known for their kindness, especially to needy people, the poor or less fortunate, and those who are old and sick. As a matter of fact, the greatest caregivers in this world are the Abasi women. These women travel to far-off lands Some leave Jamaica, go America, they go Canada, they go all over the place. And they would naturally find themselves taking care of young children and at children's homes, and old sickly people at old people's homes, etc. And believe you me, they love it. They enjoy that work. You know, there are many other people that really couldn't do it. Now, it is indeed true that the most dedicated and loving nurses on our planet are Abasi people, both male and female. Abasi men do very well in construction, building new houses for people who would live there for generations to come. Abasi is a family-oriented group. In my experience, they are angels who would never stray far from their original angelic nature. If you are an Abasi person, you deserve to know much more about yourself and about others as well. Get the Book of Abasi by yours truly, King Majesty. It is important to note the Abasi people are perfectly compatible with Ihioza people and Ibrahim people. These three, when combined, would build a great empire. They form the first of 4 triangles when combined. And they are magnificent in personal power. The people who may oppose Abasi the most are the people of Gamba. So if Abasi gets married to a Gamba person, well, a divorce is most likely. The other 9 signs or groups are compatible with Abasi to varying degrees. There are, of course, a few rare occasions when an Abasi and Gamba person would have a lot in common, but unless they be soulmates, which is a phenomenon that violates all laws of astrological compatibility, or having compatible rising signs, the union of Abasi and Gamba seldom really works. But of course, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for a forecast on how Abasi people will fare in 2024. Anyway, the second house or group is Bandele, named after a wise African elder. He rules the second heaven, situated in the northeast of the esoteric realm. His ruling time from man to God contact is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. People from this group should face the northeast at this time, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., while in prayer or meditation, in order to face their guardian angel. The word Bandele is a name from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. Bandele means born away from home. Bandele people have many special traits. I invite you to read the book of Bandele if you are a Bandele person in order to get to really know yourself to the maximum. It will soon be available for your reading pleasure. To get this book, you could call me at 876-844-2295. The people of Bandele arrives on planet Earth every 12 years. Their year begins on February 6, Bob Marley Day, and ends on February 5 in the following year. The Bandele years are as follows: 1925, 1937, 1949, 1961, 1973, 1985, 1997, 2009, 2021, 2033, 2045, 2057. Here on Earth, in each group of people, there are 5 elements at play. Some people in each group are ruled by fire, some by water, some by wood, and so on. For instance, let's look at the 5 Bandele flavors of persons. 1925 was ruled by the element of wood, while 1937 produced the fire Bandele people. 1949 was earth, 1961 metal, 1973 water, 1985 wood, 1997 fire, 2009 earth, 2021 metal, 2033 will be water, 2045 will be wood, 2057 will be fire. The Bandele people of these five elements have different temperaments based on the element that rules their year of birth. Fire element people are usually hot tempered, and water element people are usually cool, just like water. Read the book, Wisdom Unveiled, Enter the Lion, of your individual sign or group to be properly informed and to understand your own ways and the ways of others in your circle. Let's look at the chief personality trait of Bandele. Bandele people are known for their diligence and hard work. You know, if anyone would work at a company for an entire lifetime and receive many long service awards, he or she is probably a Bandele person. These people are a very stern, no-nonsense type, the most predictable and hardworking people in the world. They are so set in their ways that they maintain the same attitude right through life and therefore are very, very predictable. I mean, everybody know what they would do and what they wouldn't do. These are the most hardworking people in the world, as I said before. The problem is they have a most powerful memory. This often causes them to live in the past and be unforgiving toward others who had hurt them a very long time ago. This often causes them to live in the past in such a way that they hold on to memories that are better off forgotten, and it stopped them from being optimistic about moving forward in love life as well. That's so sad. Bandele people are perfectly compatible with Jabari and Fadil people. When these three are combined, they are unbeatable in the art of planning and remarkably productive in whatever job they undertake. Jabari is almost as hardworking as Bandele, with an eye for small details, and Fadil is endowed with great wisdom and vision to point the way forward. But the people who will oppose Bandele the most is Hakizimana, who will be easily hurt by the insensitive, no-nonsense ways of Bandele. Bandele is part of the second triangle of human compatibility and should avoid getting married to a Hakizimana person. The other 9 signs are compatible with Bandele to varying degrees. A marriage or union between Bandele and Hakizimana may work in a few rare instances, perhaps based on their hours of birth. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for forecast, though, on how Bandele people will fare in 2024. You may find that rather interesting. The third group or house are the Cheke people. Cheke was named after a wise African elder. He rules the third heaven, situated in the east-northeast of the esoteric realm. His ruling time from man to God contact is 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. nightly. Persons from this group should face the east-northeast at this time, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., while in prayer or meditation in order to face their guardian angel. The name Cheke means power of God, and it comes from the Igbo tribe in Nigeria. Cheke people have many great traits. I would invite you to read the book of Cheke, as it will be released soon. Knowing yourself will be very rewarding. Some of the greatest people to grace the face of this earth are the Cheke people. Hey, the great Usain Bolt is quite an example. The people of Cheke arrives on planet Earth every 12 years. Their year begins on Bob Marley Day, February 6, until February 5 on the following year. The Cheke years are as follows: 1926, 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, 2010, 2022, and those who will be here on 2034, 2046, and 2058. Now, the elements that rule over these people are as follows. 1926 is fire, 1938, earth, 1950, metal, 1962, water, 1974, wood, 1986, fire, 1998, earth, 2010 metal, 2022 water, 2034 wood, 2046 will be fire, 2058 will be ruled by earth. It is important to note that every human being in each group gets an opportunity to produce an offspring of his own group or sign every 12 years. But to clone himself, which means to create an exact mental and spiritual offspring that will be the sole duplicate to yourself, of yourself, a person would have to be 60 years old because the cycle of elements is a 60-year cycle. Every 12 years, you could create a child who would be very much like you from your same group. But that child would not be the same element as yourself unless, of course, you produce that child in the 60th year of your birth. So, yes, a man could very easily clone himself astrologically, but not a woman, because women generally don't conceive at the age of 60. And of course, you would want to produce your same birth sign as well. For example, if you're a Leo Chique, for instance, you would want to create a Leo child in a Chique year if you cherish yourself that much. Then you would have to get to work and conceive that child during the reign of Scorpio. Likewise, the mating time for Aries would be Cancer. The mating time to create a Taurus child is in Leo. To make a Gemini child, the woman must get pregnant in Virgo. For a Cancer child, the woman must be impregnated in Libra. To make a Virgo child, the baby must be conceived in Sagittarius. And to make a Libra child, one would need to get pregnant during the reign of Capricorn. Of course, to make a Scorpio child, your mating season is in Aquarius. And to make a Sagittarius child, you must conceive in the reign of Pisces. The mating season for Capricorn is Aries, and the mating season for Aquarius is in the reign of Taurus. If you want a Pisces child, then you'll need to get pregnant in Gemini, and to make an Aries child, one must conceive in Cancer. If you desire to build a real empire, you must first know how to create another you. Someone who would easily reproduce your ideals, reestablish your ideas, and your designs. The key to wealth is to reproduce excellence consistently. For example, many of Bob Marley's children are blessed with Bob Marley's voice. Because of this, his bloodline will never be hungry again. But you know how it would be if it was astrological cloning? It would be even more exacting. Now, those of you who are from the house of Chique should know that Chique stands out as one of the most impressive players within the human family. Let's take a brief look at Chique's traits. Out of the house of Chique comes the greatest actors, musicians, and sports people. Usain Bolt single-handedly showed the world who and what a Chique person is. And whoever break his record, could only be another Chique person, and most likely a member of the African race. The only problem with Chique is that in spite of the fact that they are admired by everyone, the truth is the Chique person tend to make the most expensive mistakes in life because they too often act swiftly. Technically, they tend to leap before they look. Apart from that, people could only envy them because the Chique person is often worth his weight in gold. Chique is part of the third triangle of human compatibility and power. His partners are his most compatible friends, Kamau and Gamba. In the building of any business empire, these three are absolutely amazing. Chique's main opposition comes from Ibrahim, and she'll avoid getting married to or mating with an Ibrahim person. There are a few rare instances where such a union would work, but it is very rare indeed. You could type the words King Majesty to subscribe on my YouTube channel for a forecast on how the Chique people will fare in the year 2025. 2024. Now let's talk about the Dowdy people. Are you a Dowdy person? The fourth house or group of human beings in our world is the people of Dowdy. Named after a wise African elder, he rules the fourth heaven, situated in the east of the esoteric realm. His ruling time to govern his realm is 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. This is his time for man to God contact. People from this group should face the east between 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning while in prayer or meditation in order to command their guardian angel. It is a most empowering moment at this time. It is important to note that Almighty God in His wisdom have given the human being the right to command angels, although the Holy Scriptures has failed to instruct man as to how this may be achieved. However, the Scriptures did hint that wisdom will increase as the years roll by, and as humans wax in sin and wickedness, it seems obvious that the gatekeepers and messengers among the human population would wax in wisdom as a counterbalance measure to do the will of the Most High and explain or instruct the babes and sucklings in the ways and statutes of the God and Goddess of the universe, Father Time and Mother Nature. He who have given us the breath of life, namely oxygen, of which we cannot survive without, and she who sends us the element of water in the form of rain to nurture the element of wood, namely trees and vegetation, to produce food for mankind and animal kind. Anyway, it is important to note that the word Dowdy is a Swahili name from East Africa, and it means beloved one. This name inspires great virtue, as seen in the Dowdy personality. Yes, the Dowdy people have many great virtues. We invite all Dowdy people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just type the words King Majesty and be updated as to when your book, the Book of Dowdy, will be released in the Wisdom Unveiled Enter the Lion group of books. Call me at 876-844-2295. You could also know how the Dowdy people fare in the year 2024. The people of Dowdy arrives on planet Earth every 12 years. Dowdy year begins on Bob Marley Day, February 6, until February 5 of the following year. The years of Dowdy are as follows: 1927, 1939, 1951, 1963, 1975, 1987, 1999, 2011, 2023, and will return in the years 2035, 2047, 2059, etc. We have said that here on planet Earth there are 5 elements that influence the various years, a different element for each of the 12 years in a classic 60-year cycle. For instance, 1927 was ruled by the element of fire, 1939 was ruled by earth, 1951 was ruled by metal, 1963 was ruled by water, 1975 was ruled by nature or wood, 1987 fire, 1999 earth, 2011 metal, 2023 water, and in the future years 2035 will be ruled by wood, 2047 fire, 2059 will be ruled by earth. Now let's take a brief summary of the Dowdy personality. A person born in the year of Dowdy is one of the most fortunate of the 12 groups or signs of the African zodiac. Dowdy is a symbol of longevity and is said to have a very deep connection to the moon. According to our executive elders, Dowdy symbolize class, graciousness, excellent counsel, good manners, kindness, and a very deep love for beauty. Soft-spoken and graceful, Dowdy people make excellent diplomats and very respected and honorable politicians. Dowdy year tend to produce some of the most peaceful people in this world. Peacefulness and a quiet environment is his usual habitat. A very artistic and art-loving person, Dowdy possesses good judgment, and his or her thoroughness makes them a very good scholar. They generally shine in the fields of law, politics, and government. Dowdy, however, is inclined to be moody. At such times, he or she may appear a bit detached or uncaring, but when it comes to making money, Dowdy shines from a young age. A wonderful planner and organizer in the business world, excellent in sales and marketing, extraordinary at negotiating deals and making others see things his way and spend their money on his ideas. But the truth is, what hurt Dowdy the most is criticism. His rather walk away than fight attitude can be deceiving, and he can be extremely cunning when he decides to go on the attack. So while Dowdy is loving and caring to all he cares about, he can be dangerous to those who oppose him. He may not get loud and aggressive, but he may put you in court and sue you for every cent you have ever earned in your life if your dealings toward him is unfair. But even to his worst enemy, Dowdy is very calm and understanding. He or she will not be disrespectful or cuss and carry on, but Dowdy have his own classic ways to deal with those who are evil or disrespectful. When it comes to self-control, Dowdy was born a true master. No one can read his mind or predict his next move. Dowdy tends to criticize no one and would embarrass no one in public. This makes him or her a classic friend to have in your corner. Dowdy avoids all areas of high risk. His own personal security is always his highest concern. It is clear, though, that among the human family, Dowdy in the game of life is a real winner. When it comes to compatibility, Dowdy is part of the third triangle of human compatibility. The Dowdy person is absolutely compatible with the Lisimba person and the Hakizimana person. When these three come together, they could build an empire based on soft power. When combined, these three are sure winners. It is a beautiful and rewarding combination, a meeting of minds and hearts. Believe you me, these three could do no wrong. The type of person that would be a real challenge to Dowdy, though, is Jabari. Those two, Dowdy and Jabari, are totally incompatible. Marriage between them usually ends in divorce. Of course, there's a rare chance they may make it together, but that chance is rare indeed. Jabari is much too critical for Dowdy, who hates criticism. The other 9 signs or groups are compatible with Dowdy to varying degrees. As I said before, you can visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There you will get a forecast on how the Dowdy people will fare in the year 2024. This is Wisdom Unveiling. Havco herbs and extracts. It is important to note that Havco herbs and extracts have natural herbal products that are literally second to none, very efficient, tested and tried. The herbalists at Havco Herbs and Extracts are herbal designers who could design a medicine to suit your needs. You can call them at 876-540-8871 or 876-346-0070. And now coming up, we want to give you some names, African names for African children, with the kind complements of Havco Herbs and Extracts. Let's start with some female names. Our first female name here is Adenike. Now, Adenike, 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 is a Yoruba name from the Yoruba tribe of Nigeria. A female name meaning crown is loving and affectionate. So it means crown is loving and affectionate, or this baby who's fitting to wear a crown is loving and affectionate, which means this princess deserves her glorious crown. Her blessed countenance will always love her. Our second female name is Akwe. Akwe. A-K-W-E. Akwe. This name is a girl name from the Luo tribe of Kenya. It's a female name meaning peaceful one. Another nice name is Almaz. A-L-M-A-Z. Almaz. This is an Ethiopian and Eritrean name meaning diamond. She is beautiful, like a polished diamond. Almaz. A-L-M-A-Z. Here's another one. Anana. Anana. A-N-A-N-A. What a beautiful name. Anana. This is a Kiswahili word meaning soft, gentle. Anana. A-N-A-N-A. Anyawu. Anyawu. That's another one. A-N-Y-A-W-U. You hear it? A-N-Y-A-W-U. Anyawu. This Igbo of Nigeria name, meaning son, is often used as a surname as well as a first name. It can mean a princess who is as beautiful as the rising or setting sun. Anyawu. A woman with this name are often called Anya for short. Audi. A-U-D-I. Audi. A Hausa of West Africa name for a female born after the father had died, which signifies last daughter. Ayoka. A-Y-O-K-A. Ayoka. This is a Yoruba of Nigeria female name, meaning one who causes joy all around. A princess born to make people happy. Such a child usually becomes a talented musician or a very good singer. Ayoka. Now let's give you some male names. Musoke. Musoke. M-U-S-O-K-E. Musoke. This is from the Baganda tribe of Uganda, a male name meaning rainbow. Mutafa. Mutafa. M-U-T-A-F-A. Mutafa. This is a Nigerian name, one of the names of the Prophet Muhammad, and means the chosen one. Mutafa. M-U-T-A-F-A. Mutia. M-U-T-I-A. Mutia. The Ember and Kamba, the Embu and Kamba people of Kenya use this name meaning the honored one. Mutia. M-U-T-I-A. Mutia. Mwami. Mwami. M-W-A-M-I. Mwami. A title used in Rwanda and Burundi that is equivalent to a king. So, Mwami. King. Mwangi. M-W-A-N-G-I. Mwangi. A very common Kikuyu of Kenya male name, meaning father of many children. Mwangi. Nakala. N-A-C-A-L-A. Nakala. In the Lomwe language of Mozambique, this word means calm, peace, and tranquility. Nakala. So there you have it, brothers and sisters. African names for our African children. Are you an Ihiose person? Hey, if you're pregnant right now and you're going to give birth next year, hey, behold, you're going to give birth to an Ihiose baby because next year is the year of Ihiose. Ihiose years is years like 1928, earth, 1940, metal, 1952, water, 1964, wood, 1976, fire, 1988, earth, the year 2000, metal, the year 2012, water, the year 2024, next year, and that is ruled by wood. 2036 will be ruled by fire, 2048 will be ruled by earth, and 2060 will be ruled by metal. Now, the fifth house or group of human beings in our world is the people of Ihiose. Named after a wise African elder, he rules the fifth realm or heaven, situated in the east southeast of the esoteric realm. His ruling time of the day is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This, of course, is his time for man to God contact. People from this group should face 1 inch to the right side of the sun between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning while in prayer or meditation in order to assume command of their guardian angel. If you are an Ihiose person, this is your most empowering time of the day. Now, the word Ihiose comes from Benin in Nigeria, and it means I am above other people's jealousy. Now, Ihiose is like an eagle, a bird that can fly as high as an airplane, but who can see a tiny mouse or a fish from that height and swoop down and snatch it up before anyone could stop him. The Ihiose person is like that, a human powerhouse who don't care what others think of him. When the doggone people from Mali assemble an army to fight an army of vicious invading Arabs who captured Africans and dragged them across the Sahara Desert and made them slaves, the African army was based on astrological precision. 70 warriors, all born in Ihiose year, were assembled by the king of Mali to fight against 400 Arab invaders, some of the greatest warriors of that time. But it was a devastating showdown, a battle that went down in African history as the Battle of the Giants. This does not mean that the Africans were taller. That was a lie. That the defeated Arabs told to take shame out them face. The few who returned to Arabia alive. It was said that 40 Ihiose men and 30 Ihiose women attacked 400 Arab invaders, and only 10 Arabs returned to Arabia to tell the tale. It was a devastating defeat. Some people call it the impossible victory, because not a single African was killed, although a few were badly wounded. It is said that the Ihiose warriors fought in a military arrangement called the Heaven and Earth Attack Technique, featuring women shooting arrows from treetops and men attacking from under the ground with boomerang weapons, spears, and poison darts. The battle lasted only 3 days. And the only Arabs who escaped the fury of those Ihiose warriors were a handful who ran away. It was a terrible defeat, one that stopped the Arabs from stealing Africans as slaves for almost 100 years. This event speaks volumes of the skill, rage, and mastery of the Ihiose spirit, superior in warfare and as fearless as lions on the prowl. It is said that the chief female commander, Princess Zinzi, broke the necks of 50 well-armed Arabs with her bare hands and plucked out their eyes. No one could touch her. She commanded all her warriors to fight naked and rub crude oil from under the earth on their skin. Zakaira, chief of the male warriors, killed over 100 Arabs in the blackness of night. And as the sun rose on the fourth day, not a single Arab on the battlefield was seen alive. They were all decapitated. All the heads were missing. It is important to note that when in the heat of battle, the Ihioze warriors have no desire to live. How could anyone defeat fighters who have no desire to stay alive? It is impossible. When a whole army have that same attitude, such is the spirit of the great Ihioze. In those days, the fear of death did not exist among our warriors. Why? We had boomerang technology. Why would a ruler who had over 20,000 warriors send only 70 warriors to fight 400 Arab invaders? Astrologically, the doggone people of Mali knew about planets that astrologers only discovered 30 years ago. They knew how to charge their boomerangs with interplanetary cosmic energy at every full moon. A boomerang is an L-shaped weapon that easily chops off the heads of the enemy and returns to the hand of the warrior who threw it. But in the year 1165 BC, the University of Timbuktu, the place where we charged our boomerangs, was attacked by the Hyksos, a band of terrorists from Asia. It was a surprise attack. The university was destroyed, and many of our highest elders were killed. We lost boomerang technology that year. And the Mali Empire fell for about 65 years. Now, look what has become of our people. 400 years of slavery has turned lions into lambs, but not forever. For like an ancient riverbed, our power will, like a long-lost spring, form a new river, and our technologies of old shall reappear. 2024 is the year of Ihioze. Every child born in that year will be an Ihioze warrior. Every pregnant woman of our race should wait proudly to see their children. Every father who is blessed with an Ihioze child should salute to the gods. The Ihioze personality is something to talk about, because the mighty and magnificent Ihioze is someone to stir the imagination. No one alive is more energetic than an Ihioze person. In mind, in heart, and soul, Ihioze is strong and constantly on the go. Ihioze is generous and forgiving, especially toward people who hate him. He or she is a charitable soul. Ihioze grudge no one. He's merciful and will give any amount of money to help those who are in need. But Ihioze is also egotistical and terribly demanding and unreasonable when he is negative. Still, everyone tends to admire the Ihioze person. He or she is very proud and very direct. They say what they mean exactly, no beating around the bush. Ihioze decides early in life what sort of standards he will defend, and he demands the same high standards and perfection from others that he has for himself. It is said that Ihioze behaves like an emperor. His spirit is a spirit of absolute power. The Ihioze person decides his own destiny and brings it to fulfillment. Even as a child, he will tend to take up important burdens and responsibilities, even if he happens to be the youngest person in the family. Often, older Ihioze children will bring up younger siblings with much more authority than the parents. Ihioze is born with the will and the potential for accomplishing great things, and everything he does on a grand scale. He would easily become fanatical over any issue. Whether good or bad, Ihioze is the talk of his town. He is indeed the guardian of wealth and power. Ihioze people are almost always prosperous. If you are deciding to oppose an Ihioze person, you'll soon find that he or she is impossible to contest. He intimidates anyone who would dare challenge him. When he is angry, he is really, really angry. And when he decides to go to war, no one could actually stop him. But in spite of his hot temper, he forgives others surprisingly easy, no matter how angry he is. With a family member, he would very quickly help that person, if ever that person needs his help. However, that person could also count on a severe lecture from Ihioze once the crisis is over. You know, Ihioze doesn't mince words. He speaks like a great ruler. He believes in freedom of speech when he is the person that is speaking. But he feels that he is above the law and does not always practice what he preach. He wouldn't waste time with sweet words. No. He would much prefer to be rough, rude, and inconsiderate when provoked. But please don't try to give him the same treatment. It simply wouldn't work. Unless, of course, you happen to be an Ihioze person yourself and decide to do battle. Then we could all sit around and watch the magnificent fireworks that will make New Year's Day look like candles on a birthday cake. Ihioze people are not very romantic, nor even sentimental. He takes love for granted. If you love him, fine. He thinks you deserve it anyway, so no big deal. Ihioze is all about business. Let the money flow. Falling in love is really not his thing. To know much more about Ihioze, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Type the word King Majesty. Then you will be informed when the book of Ihioze is finally released. And you could contact me at 876-844-2295 and get your copy. Ihioze is part of the first triangle of human compatibility. His most compatible partners are Abasi and Ibrahim. When these three are combined, they are unbeatable, unstoppable. They build empires while others are busy building ghettos. Ihioze's biggest issues is with Kamau. These two are opposites. Kamau cannot be controlled. No, Ihioze cannot control Kamau as he would control others. Kamau is the Ihioze is the ultimate warrior, but Kamau is the ultimate peacemaker. The truth is, no one can save Ihioze in the way Kamau would, and no one can save Kamau in the way Ihioze would. Once boundaries are established, these two could move mountains together. But Ihioze should not marry a Kamau person because whatever one desires, the other does not. So go on, type the words King Majesty on YouTube to visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then you can get a forecast on how the Ihioze people will fare in the year of Ihioze 2024. Now let's talk about Hakizimana. The word Hakizimana belonged to a wise elder from Rwanda. It means it is God who saves. There are 12 realms where human spirits emerge. I said that before. Hakizimana is the governor of the 8th realm or heaven. His ruling hours of the day are 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. His direction of power from man to God contact is south-southwest. Therefore, when in prayer or meditation, a person of this sign should face south, then turn an inch to the right in order to face south-southwest and command his or her guardian angel. Indeed, it is written in the scripture that God has given man command over angels. However, without accurate positioning, how can it be done? Astrology, therefore, is the key to unlock this mystery. And those who turn their backs on astrology are strangers to the truth. Indeed, they are misled. How did 3 astrologers find baby Jesus in Bethlehem? They knew the direction of his landing on planet Earth. When did he arrive on Earth? Common sense tells us he landed in the astrological sign of Leo. On what date? August the 8th. Because number 888 is the number of the Christ Spirit. He came in a year ruled by the sheep. Therefore, he was the Lamb of God. He arrived in the sign of Leo, therefore, he was a Lion of Judah. And so it brought to fulfillment that the lion and the lamb would dwell together in one flesh, one person. Hence, his crucifixion was seen as a holy sacrifice by believers. He being seen as the sacrificial lamb of the gods. Did he die to save the world from sin? Perhaps not, because 2,000 years later, the world, the people of the planet Earth, are a million times more sinful. But the ridiculous claim makes excellent business sense for a religion. So it would always make logical sense to believers. We have said that Hakizimana comes from the eighth heaven. What is the power of number 8? It is a number of divinity. It embodies a deep, intense, God-respecting nature, a sense of personal honor, who can be relied upon in life situations. Sometimes lonely, misunderstood by others, yet kind-hearted, full of holy zeal with a desire to do good, like the Good Samaritan who saw a sick, wounded man on a lonely road, and even though everyone else had ignored the bleeding stranger, he bandaged his wounds and took him on his donkey to an inn and paid for someone to nurse him back to health again. That is the number 8 spirit, the Hakizimana spirit. And so number 8 is the number of the kind-hearted, a believer in the golden rule that said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The ability at self-sacrifice for noble purposes. Now let's take a look at the Hakizimana personality. The children of Hakizimana are born every 12 years, from February 6, Bob Marley Day, to February 5 of the next year. The Hakizimana years, with their 5 flavors or elements, are as follows: 1931, metal; 1943, water; 1955, wood; 1967, fire; 1979, earth; 1991, metal; 2003, water; 2015, wood; 2027, fire; 2039 will be earth; 2051, metal; 2063 will be water. Now, this is the most feminine sign of the African zodiac. A person of the Hakizimana year is an upright person, though, one of the most trustworthy people in this world, very sincere, and tend to easily get deceived by other people's sub-stories. If anyone is too kind for his own good, it's Hakizimana. Often a bit shy, the Hakizimana person is among the most artistic people in the world. Most of the greatest artists, whose paintings are now worth millions of dollars, are Hakizimana. He or she is remarkably good in the fashion world, and creativity that is sound, second to none. At his worst, he is easily overcome by sadness. And when this occurs, he or she becomes very pessimistic and withdrawn. But the Hakizimana person is best known for his compassion toward the suffering of others. No one forgives more easily than Hakizimana, especially the pure Hakizimana, one who was born during the ruling hours of Hakizimana. He or she is remarkably understanding about other people's faults. He dislikes strict schedules and cannot take too much discipline or criticism. A lover of children and animals, the Hakizimana person is very close to nature and a general homebody. Hakizimana is most compatible with his best friends, Lisimba and Dowdy. These 3 form the 4th triangle of human compatibility and power. Together in business and in building an empire, these 3 signs are excellent. Hakizimana's chief opposition will come from Bandele people every time. Therefore, Hakizimana should never get married to a Bandele person because it simply does not work. Unless, of course, they turn out to be soulmates. And the soulmate phenomena defy all laws of astrology. However, it could occur when both persons are born during the ruling signs of 2 very compatible people. but it is still a very rare occasion indeed. To know more about Hakizimana, one should subscribe to my YouTube channel by typing the words on YouTube, King Majesty. This way, you will be among the first to know when the book of Hakizimana is released. Also, you will get information on how Hakizimana people will fare in 2024. This is Wisdom Unveiling. You're listening to Radio Jamaica, and the show is Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. Let me ask you something. Are you a Fidel person? If an African empire should exist again, we would have to have our own secret service, right? As we did in ancient Mali under Mansa Sundiata Keita and the great Mansa Musa. Why does America have the CIA? Why does Britain have MI6? Why does Israel have the Massoud? Okay, why does Russia have the KGB? Let me tell you this. An empire is never complete without a secret service organization. Period. What does the secret service do, you may ask? Well, I wish I could really tell you, but it is the ultimate secret and the ultimate service. And people get to know only on a need-to-know basis. As a matter of fact, those who say don't really know, and those who really know doesn't ever say. You get it? The Secret Service is so dangerously secretive that not even the ruler of the land would always get to know what they have planned, what they are planning, or even what they have actually done. But whatever they do, good or evil, it is in order to protect the empire. If the African world should have a secret service again, very special people would have to be chosen to lead it. Those people should be the Fidel people. Are you a Fidel person? If you are, it is important to note that every 12 years for the whole year, starting February 6 to February 5 of the next year, all the children born are called Fidel. The word Fidel belonged to a great African elder from the Arabic North Africa. The word Fidel means generous. Now, there are 5 elements of Fidel people. The Fidel years are as follows. 1929 produced earth Fidel. 1941, metal. 1953, water. 1965, nature or wood. 1977, fire. 1989, earth. 2001, metal. 2013, water. 2025 will be wood again. 2037, fire. 2049, earth. 2061, metal. The last time Africa saw Fidel in action was during the reign of Mansa Musa in the kingdom of Mali. The great Mansa Musa knew wherever enemies were, how and when they would attack Mali, and why. He was well informed thanks to his secret service, the House of Fidel. The Fidel clan were the greatest in espionage. They had spies everywhere in every African tribe and were paid secretly in gold by agents of Mansa Musa. In those days, birds were used to send messages hundreds and thousands of miles away. Those birds are now unemployed. And we have them even today in every country where black people live. We call them pigeons. They are excellent messengers. They never ever fail to deliver the message. For instance, people would have pigeons belonging to each other. If I want to send a message to, let's say, Negril, and I am living in St. Mary, I would attach a message to the feet of a pigeon belonging to a friend in Montego Bay. The pigeon would gladly fly home to his loved ones in Montego Bay, and my friend would read the note and realize that it must go to a partner in Negril. He would then take a pigeon belonging to that Negril associate and send it home with the message. He would then send me one of my own pigeons from his pigeon coop and let me know that he had received my message and had sent it on to Negril, the final destination. The associate in Negril would then send an answer to my message to the person in Montego Bay by his pigeon, and the Mobay person would send him a pigeon to say he received the message and send me one of my own pigeons with the message. So, in less than 3 days, we would send messages over thousands of miles by bird, a system that never failed. Because all messages were written in special codes that only agents could read and understand. Such is the wisdom and brilliance of the Fadil people. It is also true that every Fadil agent would have a Fadil child and Fadil grandchild to carry on the secret messaging service when an elder died. Now let's take a look at the Fadil personality. To know more, if you are a Fadil person, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, man, at King Majesty. Make sure you subscribe so that when the book of Fadil finally hits the streets, you will be one of the first to know. You can also get to find out how Fadil people will fare in 2024. Anyway, Fadil is the governor of the sixth heaven, situated in the south-southeast of the esoteric realm. Therefore, his ruling direction is south-southeast, and his hour for man-to-God contact is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Fadil is best known as a financial wizard. They excel in banking, philosophy, theology, and politics. Of the 12 types of people in the human family, Fadil is the deepest thinker. Fadil is born blessed with a wisdom that is beyond reproach, a mystic in his own right. Not very talkative, the Fadil person is a lover of good books, great food, and music. A very private person. He tends to reach for the finer things in life. It is said that some of the most beautiful women and powerful men in this world are Fadil. So if you are a Fadil person, you are in very good company. Fadil generally relies on his or her own judgment and does not communicate well with others. He can be deeply religious or psychic, or, on the other hand, totally hedonistic. Either way, he trusts his own judgment rather than outside advice, and very often he is absolutely right. Like Ihiose, Fadil is a karmic sign. His life ends in triumph or tragedy as his past actions dictate. Fadil people are secretly very superstitious. People who do evil things in the other 11 signs normally get evil things done to them in their next lifetime. We call it karma. But Fadil is different. Whatever evil Fadil does tend to happen back to him in this same lifetime. We call it dharma. When Fadil is negative or angry, his hatred has no limit. His anger is open but intense and deep-rooted. He will be silent but hostile. And some Fadil people, especially those born during Fadil hours, that is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., will think seriously about crushing their enemies totally. No one could guess what a Fadil person would do or when. His calculation is above par, and he has the power to wait until the time is absolutely right for his revenge. If you really want to know more, get the book of Fadil. subscribe to my YouTube channel, and be the first to grab your copy when the Book of Fadil is released. Call me at 876-844-2295. Now, I would like to add that there are a wide variation of Fadil peoples. The most serious Fadil people are those born during the hours of Fadil. We call them the pure Fadil. But those born during the hours of a merciful sign like Hakizimana or Kamau would be less jealous and certainly less vicious when angry, but to know much more about yourself. Get the Book of Fadil. The Book of Fadil is the key. Fadil is absolutely compatible with Jabarai and Bandele. These three are members of the second triangle of human power and compatibility. When these three types of people come together, they can move mountains because nothing can stop them. Their empire is built on intelligence, force, and hard work. The people who would cause serious problems for the Fadil person is Lisimba. Fadil and Lisimba people should never get married or make children together because Lisimba cannot comprehend the deadly silence and anger of Fadil, and Fadil would never trust the friendliness, kindness, or generosity of Lisimba. Fadil would misunderstand Lisimba completely. There are a few rare cases where Fadil and Lisimba get along well, but it is rare indeed, perhaps because of their both being born in the time zone of other compatible signs. Fadil and Lisimba is usually a very dangerous combination. Now, let's talk about Gamba. The name Gamba belonged to a great elder from East Africa, and it means well blessed. Gamba is a member of the third triangle of human power and compatibility. He shared this triangle with his best friends and most compatible partners, Cheke and Kamau. Gamba is most incompatible with Abasi. A marriage between Gamba and Abasi is usually an awful marriage because those two have nothing in common and their wisdoms and ways are totally opposite. There are a few rare cases where they get along in love life, and those cases are rare indeed. Gamba is the governor of the seventh heaven, situated in the south of the esoteric realm. The Gamba person should face the south while in prayer or meditation. The ruling time for man to God contact for Gamba is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. The people of Gamba arrives on planet Earth every 12 years. Like all other peoples, they enter through the Great Stargate, namely the vagina of their mother as babies, then grow up to be the joy and blessing they really are to humanity. Those of you who see the womb and vagina of womankind as a special place, you are absolutely correct. For no one can land on earth from the esoteric realm or spiritual heavens except through the birth channel of a woman. Therefore, womankind should be respected even more than ever before, because she is the gatekeeper of the Stargate. Without her womb and vagina, no one, not even a daughter or son of God, can literally enter planet Earth as a physical being. Let me be very clear on that. So if you believe that there is a God and find it hard to understand that there's a goddess, there's something fundamentally wrong with your intelligence, something unfair about your theological thought process, something sickly about your imagination. You have been deceived by European stories all your life, and you need to wake up. In the African holistic concept of God, there is a goddess. I urge you, so-called gentlemen, to see womankind through the eyes of admiration and respect. The years that produce the people of Gamba sends them to planet Earth from February 6 to February 5 of the next year. The Gamba years are ruled by 5 elements: 1930, metal; 1942, water; 1954, wood. 1966, fire. 1978, earth. 1990, metal. 2002, water. 2014, wood. 2026 will be ruled by fire. 2038, earth. 2050, metal. 2062, water. It is said that many unfortunate occurrences happen to people of the fire Gamba. But this may be an ancient superstition, man. Those who are blessed are blessed. 1966 was our last Fire Gamba year. Fire Gamba comes every 60 years, as the cycle of elements is a 60-year cycle. Whatever element you are, your element of people returns when you are 60 years old. So a Gamba person can create a Gamba child every 12 years, but a child of his same element only when he is 60 years of age. We call that an astrological clone, an exact reproduction of yourself. Now let's take a look at the Gamba personality. Whether you are African, Asian, Eastern, Western, or European, you are Gamba and have the traits of Gamba when born in a Gamba year. Period. A person born in the year of Gamba is a positive, likable, a very popular individual. Whether he or she be good looking or not, finding a sex partner or mate is rather easy because Gamba is like a magnet. Members of the opposite sex tend to get attracted to Gamba at first sight. Gamba is a really good communicator. He or she could talk for a whole day and grab the imagination of everyone. But Gamba lives and moves at high speed. Gamba would fall in love easily and fall out of love just as easily. The Gamba person tends to leave home early or take up a career that calls for constant traveling. Gamba is an adventurer at heart. He or she can manage money really well. And most of Gamba's savings is for one purpose only, travel. Gamba is full of energy and great ideas. And yes, no one could actually dress as well as Gamba, who is a lover of bright colors and eye-catching designs. Gamba was born for sports. He or she would enjoy regular exercise. If you happen to visit a gym at any time, I can bet you that the gym instructor and most of the people exercising in that gym who go there religiously are Gamba people. Seriously. Gamba loves to exercise. He or she loves sports of all kinds. Water sports, volleyball, basketball, tennis, cricket, you name it. Gamba people are there every time. Gamba love to travel far and wide. Gamba love the mountains, the valleys, the rivers. And why do Gamba people work so hard and manage money so well? Every day Gamba thinks about going somewhere far, far away. He or she is saving money to buy that plane ticket. If you go to any far off corner of the world and meet someone from your country or village, far away from home, let me tell you, that must be a Gamba person. A friend of mine went to China a few years ago. I met a beautiful woman from Nigeria. He is a Gamba person from Jamaica. She is a Gamba person from Nigeria. Those two got married in China and spent their honeymoon in Russia. My mouth fell open when I heard their story. The last time I heard from them, they were in Switzerland, hiking through some mountains called the Swiss Alps. Imagine that. What an unstable type of people. The problem with Gamba is that he is susceptible to the perils of love. He could easily lose everything if he falls head over heels in love. He may have many affairs that end unhappily, or even several marriages and divorces. His very best partners in love is Cheke, Kamau, and Hakezimana. To know more about Gamba, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll know when the book of Gamba is released. Then you could call me and order it. At 876-844-2295. Type the words King Majesty to get on my YouTube channel. Not only that, you can find out how the Gamba people will fare next year. This is wisdom unveiling. Are you an Ibrahim person? Let's talk about the Ibrahim people. Because the year of Ibrahim comes once every 12 years. And there's no doubt that the ancestors are smiling to see the Ibrahim babies grow. The Ibrahim years are as follows: 1932, water; 1944, wood; 1956, fire; 1968, earth; 1980, metal; 1992, water; 2004, wood; 2016, fire; 2028 will be earth; 2040 will be metal; 2050, water; 2064 will be wood. Every Ibrahim year begins on Bob Marley Day, February 6th, and it lasts until February 5th of the next year. King Ibrahim is the ruler of the ninth heaven, which is situated in the west-southwest of the esoteric realm. Ibrahim people's time for meditation or prayer is 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily, and it will suit them to face the west and turn an inch to the left, the direction of west-southwest. We have said that there are 12 realms where the human spirits emerge. We have said that each realm or heaven is encoded with its own sphere of influence, its own classic sequence of thinking, producing its own unique persona. But now we add that the wisdom of these 12 personalities is based on universal truth, depending from which angle or direction you stand to behold this great truth of life, the wisdom of the God and Goddess within the universal stratosphere. I write about the Ibrahim personality. I could only highlight the main Ibrahim traits of the pure Ibrahim person, one born during the ruling time of Ibrahim. If you have an idea of your time of birth, you could most quickly identify your exact personality type. But nevertheless, all Ibrahim peoples have that powerful Ibrahim attitude. Now, brothers and sisters, please, lend me your ears. The Ibrahim personality is without any doubt one of the smartest personalities in the world, full of wit and usually wise beyond his years. Ibrahim's intelligence and mental capacity knows no bounds. If you are a trickster, a con artist, a scammer, or a regular liar who have fooled others time and again, please don't try that with Ibrahim. You will lose before you begin. The Ibrahim native was born with a special instinct to recognize the negative side of human nature, and this at times make him appear to be a trickster himself. The truth is, Ibrahim was designed to discern treachery and deceitfulness the minute he or she comes into contact with such ridiculous persons. So if you think that you could trick Ibrahim and get away with it, you are making a big, big mistake. You will end up paying for your deceitful role. In the African zodiac, Ibrahim is a sign of the detective and the inventor, the one most likely to find hidden secrets or nature's hidden resources and treasures. Mining gold, diamonds, and precious stones from discreet places or motivating others to do so is Ibrahim's talent and blessing. With Ibrahim's charm and wit, there's no reason to expect him to be poor, even if he was born in absolute poverty. If anyone is conscious of the trickery and deceit of local authorities and foreign governments, it is, first and foremost, the Ibrahim person. Even as a layman, without much education, Ibrahim will be aware of the role of enemy forces in the subjugation of his people. It wouldn't be long before he or she realized that any European child could have the opportunity to study mining at school and university in Europe, even though there is no such resources in Europe. But this important subject and skill is not available to no African child in Africa, where all such resources are found. So the European child is educated in mining Africa's wealth of minerals, but the African child is programmed only to serve the European needs. This observation will inspire the Ibrahim person to travel to Europe for the real education, no matter how he gets there, no matter the cost. If anyone is brave enough to cross the treacherous seas on a small boat to Europe, it is the Ibrahim person. And his mission is clear. He must find out what makes other nations wealthy, and he must find the way to wealth and return home with the knowledge to empower his people. He would expect the average person he encounter in Europe to have their cultural motives and tricks up their sleeves as well. Ibrahim is never naive about the ways of others. He could see that all so-called first world systems of education and religion are riddled with deceit, and no one from any such systems could program Ibrahim to believe the garbage that they teach. He knows that belief is not knowledge, so Ibrahim cannot be programmed nor brainwashed. As Ibrahim is not the spirit of a slave, he is a master, and self-mastery is his aim. At some point in life, the Ibrahim person is blessed to meet and connect with two other great spirits. Someone who is Abasi and another great friend, Ihioze. Somewhere along the path of his destiny, when this occurs, he becomes a true conqueror, an absolute winner. He played a game of life and score for sure. He or she will rise to the summit of power with help from both his friends who will assist him in opening any door. You see, every person is part of a triangle of personalities that is a bond that cannot be easily broken. You don't have to search for the other two persons. For when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. We should bear this in mind and have no fear. The American Ibrahim may either decide to get rich or die trying, or check out the stock market and invest some money there. He's a player who would invest in many areas. Poverty is the enemy of the Ibrahim mind. If born in the Caribbean, the Ibrahim person will aim to get a U.S. visa. The grass will look greener on the other side, and Ibrahim will work hard and think big and most likely become a winner. If others in his company get a promotion, Ibrahim will need a promotion too. Is he envious of other people's success? Is Ibrahim jealous of other people's achievements? No, that is what ambition is all about. It is that driving force that brings about true conquest. So it doesn't matter how we judge Ibrahim. He will aim for the success he craves and grab it all the same. It is important to note that there are many variables of the Ibrahim personality, but they are ambitious all the same. Ibrahim is clever, innovative, and wise. He or she will solve any problem with ease and learn much faster than the average person. He masters concepts easily and finds new innovative solutions at record speed. It does not matter the challenge at hand, Ibrahim will conquer it and lead. God and the great goddess, Mother Nature, has endowed Ibrahim with the mental tools he will need in life. On the negative side, Ibrahim often rates himself so highly that other people's opinion won't even matter. This makes him at times appear a bit disrespectful. He should make sure this trait is controlled. He may pay a price for such behavior, and the fallout at times would be great. At this point, others would judge him as egotistical and selfish, and in general, he'll have more to lose than gain. To enhance his success, though, Ibrahim must be mindful of the feelings of others and avoid causing others unnecessary pain. It would be great to maneuver through life with thoughtfulness so his genius would leave no stain. The pure Ibrahim native, one born during the Ibrahim hours, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., is often very cunning, excellent at hiding his thoughts and concealing his moves. To him, life is an elaborate game and he must win. The ends, therefore, justify the means. No other player could distract the pure Ibrahim from his pursuit of success and power. No one can guess what he or she is planning at any given hour. However, it must be made clear that without Ibrahim among us, the enemies of the African people would crush many more African enterprises and grind them into powder. The first thing Ibrahim must strive to achieve is education, so he could quickly read between the lines. Education is important to raise awareness and make keener judgments. Astrological education is supreme education in that respect. Just to know African astrology is to be a conqueror. Absolutely. A ruler must know his subjects. How could he rule if he don't know who he is ruling? Governments are often toppled in Africa because the rulers have no idea who among them could be trusted. And the nobles have no idea how various peoples and tribes would judge them. Therefore, rulers without astrological knowledge is an illusion. Ruling without astrological knowledge is an illusion. With seeds of distrust sowed among us by the enemy, we are as good as conquered without astrological insight. And you can bet your bottom dollar that the Ibrahim people among us will suss things out. The greatest actors, writers, diplomats, lawyers, and stockbrokers we have seen in the last 80 years were Ibrahim natives. We love Ibrahim, even after we realize that he has outmaneuvered us on many fronts. Just to learn from him how he did it is very amusing and enlightening. The truth is, people tend to underestimate Ibrahim because of his politeness and manners. But no one believes in himself like the Ibrahim native does. His greatest focus is on himself, his business, and his plan. And no one could distract him, not even his lover. But the Ibrahim person is not totally selfish. He knows when to be charitable and he truly cares about people who are helpless. Ibrahim is never moved by any unpleasant things others say about him. As long as he knows it is not true, it has absolutely no effect. Insulting Ibrahim is a classic waste of time. His self-esteem is that of an emperor, unshakable. In his view, a dog just cannot insult a doctor. The Ibrahim persona is most extreme in the pure Ibrahim person. He must be careful not to yield to the many temptations that will be presented by the gods or devils to test him along the way as he rushes in his pursuit toward advancement. He will also find all kinds of strategies to solve intricate problems and challenges in ways that would not expense him. He's very good at saving his money and wouldn't sacrifice any of it without a great deal that would allow him to save some. Preserving money is a major Ibrahim trait. The problem is that there is a time when he would display such tactics that people would find it hard to trust him. And this does him no good socially, as he tends to lose much popularity and credibility. But don't expect Ibrahim to fail in life. He's simply a marvel to his peers as they watch him leap over great obstacles, confound belief systems, and prove traditional concepts obsolete. Whether others agree or disagree with Ibrahim, it makes no difference. He need no one's approval, not even the elders, not even the gods. Ibrahim is the ultimate decision maker, the absolute ruler. In his heart, the pure Ibrahim is, without any apology, an emperor. And no power anywhere can actually command him. None. Ibrahim's biggest opposition comes from the Cheke person. They usually don't do well in marriage at all. But there may be a few exceptions. Of course, if you are an Ibrahim person, you will be able to read about the different kinds of Ibrahim people until you figure out which of the many variables of the Ibrahim personality you have or you are. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Type the word King Majesty, and there it is. When the book of Ibrahim is released, you'll be among the first to know. Also, you'll read about the Ibrahim woman, the Ibrahim child, and the 5 different elements of Ibrahim, etc. Also, you can find out how the Ibrahim people will fare in 2024. This, my friends, is wisdom unveiling. Yeah, 3:46 in Jamaica. Have you ever noticed that our people, black people, who have always been the strongest people, they're dropping dead like flies. They're dying. Some simple things killing them too, you know. Simple things. You won't believe that, but it's true. Let's take a look at salt, because everybody uses salt. I mean, everybody. The dog eats salt, the cat eats salt, 40-leg eats salt, everybody eats salt. But perhaps we're eating the wrong salt. Not perhaps. It's a definite truth. You know, salt was so important many years ago that great wars were fought over salt, you know. Look, if you look back in time, in the early 1600s, 1700s, and long before that, people used to use salt to cure many diseases. People would mix lemon juice, salt, and water, and were healed of almost every disease because salt actually have the ability to heal. And even remove poisons and metals out of the human body. Then in the 1900s, when the Rockefellers took over the medical system and the educational systems, a lot of changes were instituted. One change was made to alter the power of salt. The salt mining industry became so popular that they could do almost anything. And they decided to use a lot of chemicals on the salt to strip it of its original nutrients. And table salt was then invented for consumers that was purely white. Salt never used to be that white. Bleached properly so that it could no longer heal the body. They also put many types of chemicals in the salt, which is really bad for our health. First, they add sodium fluoride. Sodium fluoride is a neurotoxin that many countries put in their water supply. And also put in toothpaste, claiming that it stops cavities and tooth decay. But the experts are saying that that is not so at all. This sodium is placed in table salt. And it is known to go into the brain and cause a serious breakdown. Also diseases like osteoporosis. Next is aluminum. They place a great amount of aluminum in table salt as well. Now the combination of sodium fluoride and aluminum basically goes into the human brain, penetrating the blood-brain barrier and wreak havoc on the brain. And that can lead to a lot of memory issues and degeneration of the neural brain pathways over time. All this is in table salt, according to whistle-blowing experts. Third, we have something called talc, which is a form of asbestos. The FDA is said to allow table salt to have at least 2% talc. So, if talc causes cancer, why should we allow that into our food? Everyone knows that asbestos causes cancer, and talc could go into your lungs. So look for talc-free products and aluminum-free products when you are shopping for cosmetics and deodorants and soaps. And avoid the usual table salt, which is very bad for your health. Salt is said to cause high blood pressure, among other things. One of the best things you could do for your health is use sea salt instead, because it is made from natural seawater. It has many minerals to heal the body. Sea salt has always been a healing salt with minerals and nutrients to heal the body. So why not save yourself? Avoid all cancer-causing agents. Wake up and live. Sea salt has great potassium, magnesium, and more. Hey, a regular sea bath is very healing because of the miraculous power and blessing of sea salt. It will never, ever harm you. Another thing too, people are eating too much. When I was a youngster, the only person I see having a bald head would be a man beyond 80 years. I never see a young person have bald head. Never. You know how you get bald head? You get bald head. Your hair drop out because of eating fruits while your belly is full of cooked food. Drop out your hair. Fruits were designed by Mother Nature to eat on an empty stomach. That is the truth. We eat too much snacks, man. And too much food. And then, imagine eating three square meals a day plus snacks. Really? It's like you have a factory and you got some people working in there. And you tell them, okay, I tell you what. I'll give you, each of you, 3 main jobs to do every day. But in between those 3 jobs, you don't give them no rest. You give them some little extra jobs in between. Every time you eat a chocolate, or eat some Ray, or buy all a snack, maybe some banana chips. What you doing? This is extra work for the workers. And then at night when the workers supposed to get some rest, you wake up in the night and maybe eat all some big chicken and then maybe wash it down with a beer. Something like a beer. Come on. The perfect way to eat right now if you really want to stay healthy, like healthy with super strength, eat once a day. Just get something proper to eat. Cook with olive oil. Yeah. Instead of the other oils. And just eat once a day. It is the greatest medicine you could give to your body. If we were eating once a day, we could live 150 years easily. Easily. Because our internal organs would get some serious rest. And anyhow that happened, we sell off. Think about that. Because this is wisdom unveiling. It's now 3:54 in Jamaica. Let's return to our phone lines. Blessed. Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing it.
Yeah. How can I help you?
Could I get a card reading, please?
Of course you could. Look how long you've been waiting. Call any number from 1 to 10. Pardon? You want 1? Come again.
10.
Hold on. Okay, come again.
4.
Come again.
6.
Come again.
2.
Come again.
7.
Come again.
5.
That's it. There you go. Now, do you have anybody in prison?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Now, are you in love?
In between.
In between. Your first card here is about prison, though. It's a connection where you may make an acquaintance with someone who spend times in prison, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not here to tell you nothing bad about the person, you know. It's just that
Yes.
you will have to be very careful because the person have a temper, you know. A hot temper, you know. A good person too, you know, but they have a hot temper.
Okay.
Or it may be one of your relatives who come back from foreign who was in prison in foreign.
Okay.
You have another card here, and it says justice, suggesting that for some reason you may actually have to go to court.
Okay.
You know, something may have come up, but whatever it is, make sure that you behave yourself. Don't lose your temper. Choose your words wisely, okay?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because everything is a test. Everything is just a test.
Yes. Okay.
Then there's a daughter. How much you got any daughters?
Yes, I do.
How much daughters you have?
3.
Okay. How you get along with the biggest one?
Fine.
Okay. You get along well with all of them?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. How old is the biggest one?
26.
26.
Yeah.
So if the biggest one is 26, then this card is not about your daughter. This is about a granddaughter.
Okay.
You have any granddaughters?
No, not yet.
You're going to get a granddaughter sometime soon.
Okay.
She's an A student. She's an ace. She's brilliant
Okay.
and the pride of the family, right?
Okay.
Another card here now called Judgment, suggesting that someone may actually get pregnant and decide to have an abortion.
Okay.
That is a bad move.
Okay.
So warn all of them. You got boys too?
Yes, I have boys.
Well, warn all your children not to have an unnecessary abortion.
Okay.
No one should have an abortion unless the doctor say you have to because of some health problem.
Oh, yes, sir.
Because then you could lose a very special grandchild because somebody decide that them can't bother, them want to do something else and just get rid of the baby. Big problem, big mistake.
Okay.
There's another card here now called Temporary, suggesting that you've been on earth many times. You are an old soul. Yeah. You ever dream you find yourself in some places that you don't know?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Those are flashbacks from past lifetime.
Okay.
And then when you come into the dream, you wonder, because you knew the place, you know. But when you wake up, you don't know that place at all, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's flashbacks from past lifetimes, you know? Yeah. But you have something to gain by your grandchildren, though. Namely, especially your first granddaughter. You have a lot to gain, a whole lot.
Okay.
There's another, well, there's 2 granddaughters, actually.
Okay.
2 granddaughters that will really make the family shine, you know?
Okay.
And there's another card here called the Sun. Any of your sons got married?
No.
How old is your sons?
I'm 24.
Well, somebody gonna get married. This card is called the Sun, and it's a marriage card, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is a wise marriage.
Huh?
And it is a wise marriage.
Most likely it'll be a good marriage, yes. Right?
Okay.
You have any sons that have girlfriends that you don't like?
No, not that I don't like her, but she have attitude that they plan to marry more than once.
She have what?
Attitude, but they plan to marry more than once, but I don't stop them.
Oh. So, but she have attitude. What kind of attitude she have?
Selfish
She what?
and selfish.
Selfish?
Moody.
Moody?
Mm.
What else?
But she's a behaving girl and all of that.
She do what?
She's well behaved and all of that.
Is she?
Otherwise,
She's well behaved.
yeah.
That means that she's normal.
Yeah, she's normal.
Man, the whole of it, something wrong with all of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with all of it, right?
Yes.
What is you like about her?
She loves me and whole. She does love me.
Let me ask you something. When is her birthday?
May 14th, I think.
What year?
I think 97.
1997?
Yes.
And you think you get it right? You think that she really born that year?
Yes. Sir.
Okay, let me see.
First daughter.
1997. Oh, she's a Bandele girl. She will be very hardworking, but a no-nonsense kind of girl who don't take no BS from nobody. Very hardworking. Don't forgive so easy because she can't forget. Huh? But this is a Bandele girl. and your son, who is along with her, when is his birthday?
21st of January, 1999.
99. But remember, he's born in January.
Yeah.
So he's born in a dowdy year, but he's really chicky.
Okay.
No, chicky and Bandele not very compatible.
Okay.
They can work, you know. But he will make some expensive mistakes that will get her really mad.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So she not really the problem, you know.
Okay.
He is the problem because him don't listen.
No, at all.
You get it?
No, at all.
You see, most men don't really want a woman tell them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because them already programmed by the religious elites that tell them that man is the head.
Yes.
But I can tell them that woman is not the tail. Yeah, man is the head. I agree, but woman is not the tail.
Not the tail.
You know what woman is?
Yes.
She's the neck. No, she's the neck. Make the head turn without the neck. Make me see it. No. Right?
Yes.
We don't really want to listen to women because we have an ego, you know. We have a pride.
Yeah.
We don't want the woman treat me like boy, you know.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Many years ago, you know, there was a time when police and Rasta have a big problem.
Big issue. Yeah.
Anywhere police see a Rasta, him going run him down and search him and lock him up for some little foolishness, right?
Yes.
So late one night, you know, I decided I'm going to take a walk. Right?
Yeah.
And my queen at the time said, listen, don't go on the road. I said, don't go on the road. She said, don't go on the road. I have a bad feeling about you going on the road.
Yeah.
I said, so what are you telling me? That I mustn't go on the road because you're stupid feeling? I have a good feeling about me going on the road. You should stay in the house. Because you got a bad feeling about going on the road. Not true.
Yeah.
I mean, Missy head me run the place. So you stay in the house because you got a bad feeling about going on the road. But I got a good feeling about going on the road. I go on the road. She said, listen, don't go on the road. Huh? No, I'm not going to let a woman control me.
Yes.
I'm the head.
What sometimes was here.
Mama, I went on the road. And you know what saved me that night? Some police draw down for me, you see. But this is some police. I talking about 3 cars of police. I don't know where they come from.
Yeah.
Them draw them. I mean, say they draw them for me, you know, like the devil sent them for me personally.
Yeah.
Like it's me them looking for, you know. Right?
Yeah.
Let them need somebody to murder, and this dread look like the ideal person to murder. You understand?
Yeah.
The man them search me, they don't find nothing, and the man them can't believe that them don't find nothing. The man them want to drag me away and lock me up and say, Make them have to sleep in the cell the next morning when they can figure out what me do.
charge for?
You know what saved me, Mama?
Yeah.
I have always been a very friendly person, you see?
Okay. Yes.
So I don't have no issue with no one. I speak to everyone. I hear Jamaican, then don't talk up to people. Foolishness.
Yeah.
There was a woman named Evie, a malicious woman. She know everybody business.
Yeah.
She know who breed who nearly get breed. She know everything. She know who thief mangoes off of who tree. Miss Evie know everything. I don't know how she know, but she's a genius. And Miss Evie fly up in her bedroom and I said, leave that boy alone. But we're not going to pick on somebody with a size. Right?
Yeah.
He's from this area. He's from up here. He live right next door to me. That boy don't trouble nobody.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. Because if you trouble him, God gonna smite you. I when Miss Evie shout out, it's like all the neighbors them. I mean, I talking about late in the night, I talking about like 2 o'clock in the night. Neighbors fly up on them door and them window and say, yo, what going on out there? And the whole street get full of people, Right?
Yes.
I never knew people love me that way. I mean, I know me everybody cool.
Yes.
But me never know that people love me them kind of way.
Yeah, because every day you walk and do the right recommendation.
Mama, listen. From when I was a little youth, I had manners.
Yes.
I had respect for elderly people, right?
Yes.
If I ask you, how are you doing, I don't keep walking,
Yes.
When I say, how are you, I will stop and listen to your reply. So then when I stop, I can hear no, you say, boy, are you okay now? But my back, or my knee, my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And I said, why don't you try so-and-so? I knew a lady who tried so-and-so and it helped her,
Yeah.
Some people say, how are you? And they keep walking. I never did that.
Walking. Yeah.
But if I say, how are you? I genuinely asking you, what can I do for you?
Yes.
I never knew people love me them kind of way, but that's not the point. 90% of the people them who come out in the road were females. About 3 men come out because the woman dragged them out. Or
Yes.
it's like dogs, a female dog go on bad and then the male dog get up
Yes.
and wobble outside and look wrong and do little growls,
Yes.
But it's the females that came to my rescue. And I learned the lesson of a lifetime.
Yeah.
That while I may not want my woman to rule me,
Yeah.
if nobody don't hear when she ruling me, that should be all right.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm not going to let her rule me if people hear, No, sir.
Yeah.
Nobody's supposed to hear my woman rule me. You're mad? No. That is out of order. But if she lower her voice and say, it would be nice if you don't go outside, Right?
Inside.
I'm not going out there now.
Yes, true.
If she raise her voice, I met neighbors here, she ordering me to don't go outside, but I going outside. Guarantee. There's no way. Huh?
She sending you faster.
No, you can't get feisty with me. I'm the head. But I realized that night that the head can't move without the neck.
Yeah.
And if certain necks didn't come out and save my neck, Mama, I probably wouldn't be here talking right now because the police them the real angry,
Yeah.
I don't know what some Rasta man must do them something. You don't know. But this dread they're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And the only thing saved me is a malicious woman. Right? That under Barbadian custom that she be chatting to she because she know everything that she not supposed to know. But I chat to everyone. You get it now?
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, I have absolute respect for womankind.
Yeah.
And I find reasons, brand new reasons every week to acknowledge them. And I don't want nobody saying nothing bad about them because I realized that without them, you just imagine what would happen to man?
Mhm.
Look, you have a thing called menstruation period. You ever hear about that?
Yeah.
Women always have this period business, right?
Yes.
Do you know why women really get period problem? Why them get periods?
Why?
Yeah, why? There's a spiritual reason why, you know.
No, I don't know.
All right. Now everybody know that the woman body need to purify and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find out there's another supreme reason, I suspect that there's some hidden entities out there that love blood, right?
Yeah.
And if them don't get blood, then them cause blood to run,
Oh.
right?
Mhm.
There's some monsters out there. We don't see them. Our human eyes can't see them. Okay?
Yeah.
But they're impressed by blood runnings. They're hidden entities, right?
Yeah.
And because women always have this bleeding situation, it saves the man them, from bleeding, from killing each other.
Oh.
Think about that.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Think about that. And these are things that was brought to my attention by elders that people would have probably said that they're mad. Who talked to an old man like that? But every old man I meet, huh?
Sounds stupid, but it's true.
Mama, especially if something sounds stupid, you better listen to it keenly.
Yeah.
Because wisdom sounds real stupid to an idiot, You see, to a fool, wisdom sounds ridiculous. But I listen to older people. And based on what them tell me, and then when I add my own quota of understanding, I'm like, really? Wow. Right?
Yeah.
This, my mom, is wisdom unveiling. You have any questions?
With my son, his girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
she lost 2 babies before.
She lost them?
Yes.
Okay. She have any babies?
No.
But she lost 2?
Uh-huh.
She probably have a tilted womb. Some women womb kind of tilted,
Yeah.
And if them get pregnant and them don't know them pregnant, they lose the baby because when them get pregnant, them have to lay down a lot
Yeah.
and relax a lot.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if the womb is tilted, yeah, that's a problem.
Mm.
So she just have to, and some people have all kind of other complaints,
Okay.
hormone complaints. But I usually when them lose babies easy. It is a tilted womb
No.
phenomena. I don't hear doctors talk about tilted womb, but
Oh.
my grandmother was perhaps one of the greatest midwives that ever lived.
Yeah.
It's true. And she lived at a time when she would be the midwife in the whole village.
Okay.
And she never lost a patient. Like, nobody never died at her. Like, giving birth to a baby and it don't come out. My granny know how to get it out of there.
My mother was that too.
Yeah, she know what psalms to read.
Yes.
She know what oils to mix together and massage the woman belly,
Really after, yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a case one time when this girl she was made with it seemed like she was born with an abnormally small passage.
Yeah.
Under normal conditions, she would have to have a C-section, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? The hospital is only God knows how much miles away, right? And I
Yeah.
don't even know if them people used to do C-section because the amount of women who used to die, right?
Yeah.
And my granny deal with it,
Mm-mm.
Yes, my granny fold a towel, a long towel, and pass it under the sister-in waist, right?
Mm.
So the sister-in then be laying down on the towel, and the towel be right across where the sister-in laying down on the towel. So then she would take the 2 ends of the towel and she tie it a kind of way, right? And whatever she do, it have an effect on the coccyx bone and make the coccyx open, right?
Oh, God.
And the baby just slide out. And people marvel. Because everybody know that girl going dead. I mean, that girl mother died giving birth to her. So, it is
Yeah.
is a breed of people where
Family.
stay. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And she had 3 children and my granny take all 3.
Mhm.
Now think about that. So,
My last child. Yes. It's my last child.
yes.
But I get a reading about him.
How old is he?
2 months.
2 months old?
Yeah.
Listen to me. I'm not going to give you a card ring about the 2 months old child, but I'm going to ask you to tell me when is his birthday.
October 17th.
17 is the official number of peace and love, ma'am. It's peace and love, right?
Yeah.
Has he been sick?
No, 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 no.
He's been okay, right?
Yeah.
Right. 17 means that his blessing is that he come on a number 17 sequence.
Yeah.
So 17 is a number of peace and love. It means that he is superior to misfortune and life burdens. He's able to rise above trouble because faith in himself and faith in God.
Okay.
17 is a number of hope, truth, and charity toward others with a deep feeling for beauty and a strong power of intuition. So chances are he's likely to really make it
Yeah.
and do well and be happy. Now think about this little baby boy, right?
Yeah.
Where you are right now, you're in your bedroom.
Yes, sir.
Take a pillow in your hand, right?
Yeah.
A pillow. You have a pillow?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Put that pillow on your head
Yeah.
and let it balance. Don't touch the pillow. You got it?
Yeah.
All right. You sitting down?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, just look, the baby is in the room with you.
Yes, sir.
Look at him now with the pillow on your head and call any number that come to your mind. It doesn't matter how big or how small.
Any number.
Yeah.
4,
Give me a big, big number now.
70.
70.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 suggests that he will be very hardworking. Right?
Pardon?
4 means he's an achiever. He'll work hard and achieve whatever he needs, right?
Yes, sir.
70 is the official number of power.
Okay.
I am that.
Yes, sir.
70 is a power number.
Yeah.
Under normal conditions, it should bring fame, love, and fortune. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But it is important that you give him soy formula instead of lactose formula.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
When you're giving him formula, look for formula that made from soy
Okay.
so as to make sure that he don't get asthma problems.
Okay, sir.
His breathing is okay?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay.
Excellent. So don't worry about him.
Okay, sir.
And just teach him to respect himself,
Okay.
respect Almighty God,
Mm-hmm.
and most importantly, respect womankind, including his mother and his sisters.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
You take it easy now.
Yes, sir. Thanks very much.
Blessed. A brethren called me this morning and tell me that him dream about gasoline. I never get a chance to answer the brethren. I think I was driving. But let's talk about dreams. If you dream about gasoline, it denotes that you will soon be the owner of a nice car, Now, if you dream about gas, like the gas in the cylinder where you attach to the stove, it denotes that someone will try to injure you maliciously. So, dream about gas and dream about gasoline is 2 different things. If you dream about Garveyism, like you meet a Garveyite, someone who follow Marcus Garvey teachings, to dream of this doctrine denotes power and dignity. This is a very good dream to all. It promises wealth and much happiness. To dream about garlic, if you dream you see it growing, it denotes that you are superstitious. To dream about a gardener denotes protection. To speak to a gardener in your sleep denotes that your lover is faithful. But if you dream you see a gambler in your sleep, it denotes that you will make profitable investment. If you dream about playing games, it denotes loss in business. If you dream about a garage, it denotes that your lawyer is trying to sell out your case. If you dream about garbage in your sleep, it denotes that you will lose part of your savings carelessly. If you dream that you walk in a garden, it denotes a pleasant surprise. If you dream you see a gallows with them hang people bun in your sleep, it denotes good luck on the following day, especially in buying lottery. Well, if you dream about a frog, it denotes that some of your children will do so well in college that they may become college professors. To dream about ripe fruit, any ripe fruit at all, it denotes riches. But young green fruit denotes losses. Together, ripe sweet fruit denotes honor and dignity. But hold on, there's more. If you dream about frying, like you're frying anything, whether eggs or fry plantain or whatever, it denotes poverty for a short duration of time. To dream that you have a new set of furniture, it signifies happiness. Old and broken furniture signifies lawsuits, which you will gain still. Well, if you dream you see a fortune teller, to see one in your sleep is a good sign. Observe all that he or she tell you carefully. Forgery. To commit an act of forgery, like you have forged somebody's signature, is a sign of disgrace, which will be attributed to your slack conduct. Fraternity. If you dream about a fraternity like some lodge man, some man will belong to a lodge. This is a very good dream to all. It denotes riches and honor. Freckles. To dream that your face is covered with freckles denote that you will inherit a decent fortune shortly by the death of a relative. Fraud. To be engaged in any fraudulent business is a sign of remorse and disgrace. Frame. To dream of any kind of frame, like a picture frame, denotes that you will grow more handsome as the years roll on. Flying a kite. To dream of flying a kite denotes good luck in all kinds of games. It indicates that you will win a sum of money shortly, generally on the following day. So go buy a lotto. Run fast. Fog. To dream of a fog denotes a dreary and lonesome, sorrowful life filled with remorse and vexation. To dream that you're flying, is an excellent dream to all. It denotes an increase in health and wealth. To dream of plenty of food denotes greediness. You yam too much, boy. To dream you play football signifies that you will succeed in executing all of your plans successfully. If you dream you see a forest in your sleep, denotes continuity of purpose for the better. Flirting. To dream of flirting denotes that you will marry the one whom you have in view. To see others flirting denotes pleasure. Flesh. To dream that you gain flesh, like you put on weight, signifies prosperity. To dream of a flood denotes misfortune. To dream you pick flowers is a sign of peace and prosperity. It also denotes success in all love affairs. To smell sweet flowers, is a sign of rise in position. To give them away signifies an unexpected legacy left to you by a deceased relative. To dream that you are presented with beautiful flowers is a sign of an approaching marriage. What a thing. But wait, there's more. Fists. To dream that you strike anyone with your fists denote that you will appear before a court shortly. Fish market. To see a fish market denotes that you have been very naughty and rude to your sweetheart. Flag. To dream of a flag denote that you are a good citizen and that you are proud of your country or the country in which you now reside. Fleas. To dream of fleas, like dog fleas, etc., 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 signifies secret and malicious enemies. Fireworks denotes misery. Fish. To dream of large fish denote that you will soon get good employment. To see small fish denote that you will soon lose your present position. A great number of fish denotes pregnancy. Somebody is going to get somebody pregnant. Fish hook. My brethren, if you dream you see fish hook, it denotes that your enemies are more than a match for you. This is a dream of caution. Do not let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Fire engine. To dream of a fire engine denote that someone is trying to rob you out of your earnings. But if you dream you see a firefly, it denotes an unfaithful wife or husband. You are being flattered and deceived. You're getting what? Something called bun. Right. Okay. Faithful. To dream of being faithful is a sign of the picture of good health. Falsehood. To dream of telling a falsehood, like telling lies, denote that you will be drawn into a plot which you will barely escape from prison, my brethren. Fan. To dream of a fan, like electric fan, denotes that your children will graduate from college. Face. To dream of having two faces denote that you will marry a beautiful rich girl and be happy for the succeeding years to come. But if a lady have this dream, she will marry a powerful, up-to-date young chap who will make her happy. And finally, farewell. To dream of wishing anyone farewell, like bye-bye, denotes that you will travel abroad shortly. So there you go. It's now 4:31 in Jamaica. Brothers and sisters, it has been nice being here. It has been sweet being with you. It has been an honor and a gift and a pleasure to be with you on our show, Wisdom Unveiling on the Upper Deck. It is true that the views expressed here on our show, Wisdom Unveiling, is not necessarily the views of Radio Jamaica. Let me make that abundantly clear. For those of you who would like to contact me, my number, I said it many times tonight, it is 876-844-2295. Of course, you can tap in on my YouTube channel. Just type the word King Majesty, Majesty, and you can get a forecast on how next year will be for you. So please do subscribe, like, and share. All right. We give thanks and praises for Radio Jamaica for allowing us to be here. We give thanks and praise to Almighty God and Goddess. We give thanks and praise to all our well-wishers, all our listeners, all our people, all our fans, even our critics. Hey, we love you. Big up all members of the Christian churches, whether you be Jehovah's Witness or Pentecostal or Anglican. Hey, you're all children of the Most High God. It doesn't matter if you believe, if you agree with each other's religion. Who cares? You know, you have a right to agree and to disagree. You know, you're children, right? Of the Most High. So what's wrong with that? But please, don't see each other as enemies. No. Don't think that you're going to heaven so the other religion's going to hell. No, don't do that. That's when you prove that you're mad. You know, stay sane. Live in love. Live in peace. And remember, it is nice to be nice. So, on behalf of myself, King Majesty, and
Jacob,
we want to tell you, blessed, blessed, and blessings again. Sila, walk good.